So
Goddamn.
as soon as Cyanide gets back, we'll.
I'm right here.
I thought you were getting a beer. All right, whatever. Okay.
No. My beer is right here.
Well, Cyanide's back, so we're starting.
Indeed.
All right. So last week, you all did various sundry activities, but the most important thing.
Of course.
The most important thing is that Themis took an arrow to the back and then brandished his weapons and said, "Hello?"
Yep.
And then
Yep, just like that.
promptly got deleted.
Fetus deletus. God pressed the goodbye key.
Yes. That may be an accurate representation. So,
Wait, since when does James have a longbow?
Oh, since about like
he
beginning?
always has. He's just an up front kind of guy. He prefers.
I've always had
knows
it.
He likes the up close and personal booty
Yeah,
claps.
yeah. We haven't had many battles, anyways, right? It's not.
And one combat with us,
Yes.
I think.
See, it's nothing.
And I got
Fighting
knocked
it.
out in the first little bit.
And that was Bo. So, Yoram, feeling uneasy about the situation, really? Okay. Decided to go after.
Why'd you send me a shit emoji?
I didn't. Relax. So, feeling a little bit uncertain as to why Themis is going about all by his lonesome when he should know better, Yoram decided to act on his concerns with Yudi and went out to find their friend, since he got him this safe house and everything. They, using a very ingenious, your potion machine, using a very clever use of Yoram's magical armor, they managed to. Yeah, that's right. They managed.
How did they do that? What was the clever use?
I kind of had to be there. No.
Oh.
Yudi took your blood, and then Yoram put his on his armor and was able to track you.
Yeah.
It's not
I'm just giving you shit.
It's not a way that I had anticipated. That's for sure.
But it worked.
Yes.
First try, bitches.
Nobody's arguing that. It definitely worked.
Bitch.
Bitchin' bitches.
Indeed.
Alright, so that video won't send, so never mind. And started tracking down, at which point they have seen a woman with white hair that they do not recognize, carrying Themis over her shoulder. And they are approaching from behind at a distance with relatively new member of Avernica. And Yudi's still invisible, if I remember correctly.
Until I drop concentration on that. It's
Right.
probably going to be...
Right, but they don't know. They don't know. You don't know where Yudi is. I don't know where Yudi is. Well, I know where. Whatever. Avernica doesn't know where Yudi is. We were just about to enter combat, so that means rolling initiative.
Alright.
Dope. Is Avernica getting into combat too?
You know she is.
Yes. Oh, I got used to failure's quality of life initiative button, so I was looking around like, where the fuck is the initiative button?
Yeah.
I can, you can actually add them to your own thing. If you can edit your character sheet, you can just copy over the macro.
You're absolutely right. I gotta think about why I got bigger problems.
Sure.
I got a 22!
Yes, that's
Also,
right.
that's more like a player problem. Like,
Also
it's
true.
right there for you. The player could do it themselves, you know?
Why did that? Yes, they could. Alright, so Yoram and Muriel got the same roll. So, we'll do she has higher dex than you, though, so she's gonna go first.
And she's the one that has Themis, right?
Yes. Well, you've only seen her in her black-haired maiden disguise, so you
Mhm.
don't exactly know who this is. But you know that she's carrying Themis. Much you
Oh,
know
that's
for sure.
right. They got teleported away.
All right, so she is going to take Themis and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So she's there with Themis.
Wait. She's carrying me and moving the full amount of movement?
Dash.
What if she took the dash action?
I'm just saying. That's a strong fucking... you know what? It's fake.
There
That
you
makes
go.
more sense.
Also,
I
you're
also did the
unconscious.
exact same thing with you in the when we ran a separate like non-canonical combat. So I don't see why you're super surprised about this.
You can roll for initiative if you want, Synod, and I'll.
Oh, yeah.
and I will put you in whenever you get conscious. Okay. So, Yoram, it is now your turn. She does not
how
seem
do
to have
I-
noticed you. There are other people in the streets.
Then I'll move as much as I can forward
You can control your
towards
token.
her still. And then, which one is it again to pick how far?
Oh, dear.
How far?
Oh, it's the fourth one down.
Oh.
The tape measure? Like this? thing?
James!
Got it.
Okay.
Got it.
Synod's trying to help you. I thought you were just going to finish your sentence. But...
I stopped
My
to
bad.
listen.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Okay, so then said that she didn't see us.
She does not appear to have seen you. She's not acting like she's seen you.
I guess that I'll use my longbow to shoot at her.
Hey.
If that's what you want to do, go right ahead.
Yes.
Okay.
Damn,
All right,
James
first
got
roll with the
that
longbow. Here we go.
First roll of the session.
Ooh.
20. Ooh, 24.
All right. Well, you narrowly missed Themis's head, so go ahead and roll damage.
And then
'Cause
which
she's-
one is that one?
She's.
Oh, no, not-
No, click the longbow itself.
Which-
That'll roll damage for you. Nope. No. Okay, look on the whatever this is, the forum scroll chat log, and then click longbow, not on your character sheet. There you go. You got a 1. Aw,
Yikes.
Jimmy Jim
You hate to
James.
see it.
Well, you got 2 attacks though, right? So you can use I'll let you use the 21 for your second attack. Cause I'm nice.
Aw.
Okay, so
You
10,
get knives like that.
10 point. Okay. So you, in rapid succession, knock 2 arrows on your longbow and shoot them both right into this white-haired woman's back. Or not back exactly, but you graze her. And she whips around and sees both of you. Or, yeah, we'll see. Well, Avernica has...
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
So she sees you first and foremost and sees at least one person behind you. Still doesn't see Yudi. And now it is Yudi's turn, actually.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna move up to here. 15 feet.
Okay.
Gonna place my hand on her shoulder and just Avernica. It might be better if you stay out of combat here. You're like we're still being paid to protect you, so it would feel a little weird to be in this situation.
She seems a little put off by the fact that words are coming out of nowhere. But She gives a nod. She gives a nod. I will stay back, but I will still be a part of this.
Sight. And then, is that the rest of my turn, or can I?
Well, that was just your movement, and you can. I won't. That little bit won't count as your action. A little bit of words
Okay,
won't count as your action.
Uh,
You can say
So
it
I
as you
can
pass
think-
her by, anyways. It's not.
oh, true. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna finish my movement up.
Oh.
Yeah. And then I kind of want to burn my action for dash. Not gonna lie. Yeah.
Okay. Is that what you do? Okay.
Yeah. I'll do it. I'll dash.
Okay. So he does it.
And that is my turn.
Okay. So we are now on Avernica, who she will 1, 2, 3. She still can't see you though, can she? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She can probably. Let's see what she can do here. Yeah, that's within range. Okay, she's going to cast Healing Word on Themis.
You'll love to see it.
She'll just do it at level 1, just to get him up.
Oh, that's nice. That's sweet of her. Shit, what the fuck?
Plus 3. Y'all are terrible at protecting people. I just got. All right, Themis, you awaken with 5 hit points.
Am I restrained, tied up?
You are, in fact, restrained, yes. You are being held over her shoulder. You can see 2 little tear marks in her coat that were not made by you. That's all you really know.
No arrow sticking out of her that I can punch into her?
There looks like there's a little bit of blood that's there. The lavender-esque blood of the Fae. But it doesn't look like it's too deep or too damaging or anything like that. But it's there. You see ahead of you. You see a relatively open area with a bunch of people who have now stopped. With a bunch of dwarves that have now stopped and are staring at the fight. Some of which are running away. But she's facing Yulrum and Avernica right now. So you just see where you were headed. You can see them.
Alright, what am I tied up with?
That'll be.
Or are my hands bound?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You're. That's where you are, but it's not your turn yet. So think about what you want to do. But yes, your hands. Yeah, we'll just say your hands are bound.
One last clarifying question.
Yes.
Am I able to reach my belt or anything?
Your hands are behind your back, so your cloak is probably in the way.
Alright.
If you want to try and wiggle and shimmy or do anything like that, you're more than welcome to. But right now, you can feel it, but you can't exactly touch it.
Okay. That's fine.
Alright. Muriel's turn. She's going to drop Themis like a bag of dirt. And... Yep.
Bitch!
He watches, he rolls. She doesn't even know you're awake yet, so... Well, unless you say bitch, in which case...
I just kind of grumble it under my breath.
Oh, okay. And you watch as her quiver glows a little bit, and she takes 2 shots at your buddy Yulrum.
Hey, natty 1.
Whoops. Okay, it's just the first two.
Okay. Phew.
Does a 14 hit? Or does a 15 hit?
15 is the only one that hits.
Okay.
You rolled a 1 and a 2, and the 2 hit.
Shut it.
Fuck.
Alright, so that's 12 points of piercing damage and 1 point of cold damage.
13 damage. Remember your pots, boys.
Yeah, I'm about to burn one of mine.
And then she's going to vanish behind this statue that she ducked behind. And Yoram, it's up to you now.
Okay, so I still have no idea where Themis is, right?
No, you saw her drop him. He's not in the house, exactly.
Right,
Yes. Yeah, no, you do not see Yudi. He split off with you some point down back at the other street before you made the turn onto this one. And you just have
Right, because Yudi's invisible, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Avernica knows he's around, but that's she hasn't said anything to you.
Yulram starts taking pot shots in this general direction.
Yeah. Conjure barrage.
Okay, so I'm gonna move forward to where I'm standing behind this blockade area.
Okay.
And
Can I interject? Can I see what's her face from my position?
Alright, so you had your back to her, you were on her right shoulder. She turned. You're on roll me do me a 1d2. We'll see which side you land on. If it's 1, you can see her. If it's a 2, then you got your back to her. Alright, you got your back to her.
Alright, nope, can't help you.
okay, so then since I don't know where she is, I'm going to wait right there.
Okay, Yoram runs up to the other side of the large dwarven statue and holds his position. Themis, it's your turn.
Alright, so am I on the roof still? Because I seem to remember we were fighting it out on roofs.
No,
So,
that's the last thing
okay,
you remember.
so I'm
but
in the street.
You wake up on the street and then you got dropped. Just all
All right.
Remember, she started to walk away after that point.
And she walked.
Okay.
And, well, he doesn't know that, but yes, she did.
Am I hog-tied? Like, are my feet tied as well?
No,
Like,
just your
we need
arms.
to pull up restrained again.
Just your
5e.
hands are restrained.
Oh! I need to look up the rules for this.
It's a good thing you didn't have a whole round to do that.
Yeah, no, I just literally thought about it because of one of the suggestions from
Oh.
Google.
Nice.
So I can shift into the ethereal plane. Would the bindings come with me? Is the question.
That's basically Misty Step, right?
No, it's I'm shifting into another plane.
Wait, didn't we have this
Like, I don't
conversation,
tell- I-
one
yeah.
bone?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we did. I'm pretty
But
sure.
those were bindings attached to the wall.
Yes, that's different because he can't take those with him. That's not considered being worn or carried. I would consider these bindings being worn or carried, and I would say
Right,
that
that's
you
why
would
we had
know
to wait
that.
until. Yeah, that's why we had to wait until we got attached to the wall to start doing anything because.
Well, also because you thought
Yeah.
Themis was in control and he knew what he was doing. But
True,
yes.
true. Yeah. Mechanically, that's why we had to wait.
Yes.
Okay.
Literally.
Okay.
Hmm,
So I
so
can
much
walk.
value.
I just can't draw any.
Yes, for the intents and purposes of restraint, your speed is not 0. I will say it's not the maximum because you are still tied, but you can still walk and run. You can probably try and force yourself up somehow. You can do that really cool soccer person kick where you just kick your legs out from your back. You just kick your legs up and land on your
Yeah.
feet. You could try that, but
It would be at acrobatics or athletics. Anyway.
athletics probably.
Get up actually isn't that hard to learn. By the way.
All right. So I'll get to my feet.
Okay.
Take a bleary look around and see if I can spot who's attacking her and where she went. Perception? Or should I just use
go ahead
my...
and make a... Well, you can use your passive if you want. That's fine. I don't mind.
So, with the 13...
Okay, so James, are you back up against the wall of the statue? Are you peeking over? What are you doing?
Backed against the statue and peeking around.
Okay, so the 13, I will say that you can see Yoram's head sticking out, and you will probably see Avernica several feet behind him. But you do not see the woman who was... You do not see Muriel.
Shit. Choices. Any metal poking around from the building, like a fucking torch holder or something that I could leverage myself off of to rip this rope?
There would probably be some sort of brazier or torchlight, magical or otherwise, that would be around. You can probably be closer. You probably have to move a little bit closer towards the door that's northeast of you. But
Alright.
it wouldn't be that hard to get there at all.
I'll take my that little movement and just kind of leverage myself off the brazier holder to try to break the bindings.
Okay. You want to try
and that'll be
cut it with the side of the brazier?
I'll rip it, cut it, tear it, just kind of put all my weight on it to...
Okay, give me a strength check.
Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. Hey!
Ooh, very nice. You...
With a +0.
Yeah, it's just a straight roll. It's not as good as my crit last night, but, you know, it's a good start.
True.
$10 says plain is salty about that next week. So, you managed to get your back towards it, and it's not that warm at all. It's clearly a magical brazier. But you managed to find, through sheer luck, a bit of metal that's a little bit sharper than the rest, and you feel the bindings give way fiber by fiber very quickly. But it's still fiber by fiber, and then your hands are free.
My wrists. Just kind of rub them.
Yeah, as you do.
Get the feeling back into my hands, and that'll be my turn.
Yes, it will. Alright, Yudi.
The river isn't actually here, right?
Correct. It's totally walkable.
Okay, what's the... What would I have to take to feed someone a healing potion? Is that action or bonus action?
Feeding someone a healing potion is an action. Feeding yourself one is a bonus action. If you want to hand it to him, that could just be a free action, because you could just toss that.
I have healing potions on me.
I know you do, but we're about to get into a big fucking fight as well.
True. I'm just saying. You might not...
God damn it!
Sorry.
For this one sec. So handing it to him is a bonus action?
Handing it to him is a free action.
How odd. Okay.
Because you can just toss it to him as you run past or whatever.
Whether or not he catches it isn't the question.
Yes.
Okay, so 30.
Or you could just hand it off to him like a football. You don't have to throw it. But the point is that it's an easy thing to do in between actions.
Alright, so I'm going to take dash action up to here.
Okay.
And with the rest of my action economy, I'm just going to place a healing potion in his hand.
That he's still gingerly rubbing, feeling back into.
Yes, but when you have your hands up and you're rubbing your wrists,
health pots.
it's very easy to slip a pot in there.
What the hell? I made this. Hello? Hello?
Oh, hello!
I'm getting old. Too old for this.
Guten Tag, mein Freund. Hallo.
Hello?
Lieben,
that would be
Leiben,
my
Loben,
turn.
Lerben. Yeah, from Sweden. Okay. All right,
Okay.
that is the end. All right, that's all right. So Themis now has one of his own healing potions back in his hand.
He now has 7 of them.
He's probably a little bit confused at the situation. He doesn't
No,
see the...
scratch that. He now has 10 of them
Oh my
on his
goodness.
person total.
Oh shit! I should have had Muriel search you. Oh, well.
Well, we were all thinking of how stupid Themis was being, so it's
Yeah.
okay. We forgive you.
He doesn't see the person that was carrying him. He sees Yorum's head, and then he just gets handed a potion out of like thin fucking air. There's a lot going on right now.
Sounds like
All right, so it's
sounds
Avernica's
like our
turn.
usual.
He probably has
Yeah.
a concussion of some kind.
Probably.
Like,
Veronica's gonna run up and squeeze herself into this corner-ish situation next to Yorum. She's going to she'll take a look over at Yorum and where did our exotic-looking friend go? The one that's on our side.
He was thrown off of the lady's shoulder and rolled around the corner.
And she's talking about Yudi.
I have no idea where Yudi went. He was right behind us, and then he disappeared off.
Because Yudi's got the epicanthic eye folds, and yeah, it was poorly worded. I'll admit that. Okay, leave me alone. She'll give a little nod.
Do you have any
And-
idea where he went?
No, that's why I'm asking you. She can't see anything. She doesn't even see Themis. Well, no, she doesn't see Themis even right now.
Can I see Themis?
You saw him duck around the corner of the building. Yeah. But that's it.
I said that's all.
So,
Oh, this is Muriel. This is not who I wanted. Okay. Alright, she will cast a spell on her. And it'll look like she's got a little sheath that's around her body now. No idea what it is, but that's what she has. So, next it is Muriel's turn. Alright, I'm going to do this. Ooh, not good. Alright, so Yorum, you hear quite a loud scuffling and noise above you. And you look up and you see a white-haired head looking down at you. And she's going to... And there's just the tip of an arrow right before it gets launched at you. I keep clicking on the wrong character. Okay.
Mood.
Alright, so obviously those hit. And not
Yeah,
not what I wanted to do. Hold up. So it's just 16. Oh shit, but it'll be doubled, wouldn't it? Because it's a crit. Oh! Yeah, you're down, aren't you?
yeah, I'm dead.
Yeah, you're down. Okay, so you were on death saving throws. Okay, alright, so that's the end of that. Alright, Yorum, give me a death save. Alright, that's a fail. Alright, Themis. What do you want to do? Dino?
I was talking while muted. That's nice.
Beautiful.
So you know how a while back
Mm-hmm.
I got some really good rolls in alchemy,
Oh, here we go. Yep. Uh-huh.
and you'd given me some potions that had increased effects.
Yes. to do that. Yeah.
So I don't remember what the effects were, but a greater healing potion is 4d4 plus 4.
Right.
Correct.
Correct. Yeah.
So what would the increased be?
I think I said that it would double that for one of them. Because you got a really high roll and you got a really low roll too, right?
Yes.
And
yes.
I think you got more than one high roll in that time. So I think one of them was you got a double batch. I think the other one was you get a crit on whatever you roll for your heal.
Okay.
Is
so
what
what
I
does that
think
translate to? The one with the crit, not the double. Yeah,
Right.
the double batch. I remember that. Yeah,
Right.
that's
So-
why I have so many of them.
44, double that number plus 4. Because you're just doubling the dice.
Okay. 4d4. So as nice as the gesture of handing me the other one, the invisible potion is.
Honestly, I was trying to force feed it down your mouth, but then that was all I could do. So
No, I understand the intent behind it.
Yeah.
I do. So I'll just roll the 4d4, and so 24 is the final roll,
Okay.
right? Because
Yes. Correct.
all right. So I'll down one of those.
Okay.
Be back up at 29.
Nice.
For a bonus action. I assume she stripped me of my blades at the very least?
Your blades are not on your person.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of how to word this.
Are they up my ass?
Close, actually. They're not on your person.
Okay.
Well, the
not
church
on my
is
person.
the church is missing, and the steeple's poking at your ass. So where do you think it now? So, in your
That was good.
Thank you.
It took me a moment
Thank you
to
very much.
process that. That was good.
So.
Oh, God.
You get the sensation that it would have been easier for her to stow them on your person rather than hers. So you feel like they might still be somewhere on.
So they're in my bag, is what you're saying.
Yes, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Cool.
Yes, it is.
Is it going to cost me an action?
That'll be your bonus.
Yeah, it will call. Yeah, no, I already used my fucking bonus, so I guess. Can I turn my bag inside out in the general vicinity and let everything explode?
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
You can do that. I won't stop you.
Wait, then I'd have to look up the damage from that.
It might be. It might
Turn
be
everything
quicker
into a
than we
projectile?
can do it. Well, no, you just turn it inside out, and they all just fall out. It's not like they turn into missiles.
I thought they were. I thought it like all exploded with a certain amount of force.
I do not recall reading that at all. And even
Holding
if
inside out.
even if they did, you can aim it into a corner or into the ground. And oh no, the ground took 3 points of damage. I don't think it's going to really
True.
matter that much. But I never imagined that if you overload it and put more than whatever it is, the 500-pound limit, then it'll explode, and then maybe there'll be some damage along with that. But turning it inside out and deliberately doing it, I've never had anybody
Fair.
say it explodes when you do that.
Okay, never mind then. And we can't see her. All right, I guess. Do I see Yulrum fall to the ground?
Yeah, I'll say you see like a hand or a head or something like that sticking out from the statue. Maybe a longbow that's no longer being held.
All right. I will run over to Yulrum and use my action to stick my fucking juice in his mouth. I mean, my potion in his mouth.
A regular potion or what?
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
I only have a. Yeah. So that is 12 HP for Mr. Yulrum.
Okay.
Yay!
Alright, so Yulrum, I gotta tell you, you fell on your longbow and it snapped. I'm kidding.
so sad. As soon as I don't want to have to deal with like having James with a longbow, so I'm just gonna break it as soon as he figures it out.
And
then he's
So much way too much work.
And then he's still gonna play Age of Empires with me because he's not bitter at all.
No, especially not last night.
so before the end of my turn, I'm just gonna slap Yolram lightly on the cheek, like where is she? I'll look at the arrows, kind of like getting pushed out of your body by the potion, and just be like, where the hell is she?
I'll let you give a quick response.
Do I realize that she's above us?
You saw her. She got a 5 on her athletic checks to get over to you, so she made a big noise and took a long time. So, and you definitely saw her as she aimed her bow down.
Okay, so then I'll stay on the roof and point up to where she was, where I saw her.
Okay, there you go.
Am I in earshot of that?
Alright, that is,
What's your passive?
It should be 12. Let me check.
12, yes. Yeah, I'll say that you heard that. I'll assume that Yolram was loud about it. There's no reason not to be.
Very intense situation.
Well, and he wants people to hear and know. Whispering that to Themis doesn't really help Avernica, so it would make and he's a Viking. So yes, we'll say that you heard that. Speaking of which, it is now your turn.
light the roof on fire.
Burn the city to the ground.
Do it.
Oh,
You know you want to, wizard. I would like to cast fireball.
It's like a witch hunter.
Thinking about it, I'm
fantasy. Let's prevent the tent.
Call down the
Not know that
exterminatus.
this is here. So how tall is this building?
It's gonna be for her to get up there. Probably not more than 2 stories. Probably be a little bit less than that because they're dwarves. Actually, so is that like 15 feet or so?
Any feasible way I could get up there without breaking invisibility? Because I can't see the stairs behind it.
Well, she got up there without using the stairs. So yeah, you could make a
With
check.
an athletics of
Yes, you could make an athletic check to climb up the wall or the statue or both. You could do some Assassin's Creed style shit. Yes, you could get up there.
I burned all my lucky though.
And I'm pretty sure that.
Also, you're squished.
I lost my train of thought. Never mind. Go ahead.
You are squished.
You are squished.
Okay, fuck it. No, I'm. Would I be able to find a vantage point where I could kind of like watch this unfold?
Where you are seems like a pretty good spot.
Yeah. Okay. Fair play. I'm going to just pull open my scarf, look down, realize I can't see anything, and just Weasel, go.
There's a door that's right across from you. You could burst in there, maybe try and get up to the second level. Look out some windows.
Oh fuck yeah, let's do that.
Alright, so we're just gonna do a beanie. Alright, so you you enter this.
You suggested it.
I know. I'm giving him options.
I am still sending the Weasel to help though, so Weasel goes towards Themis.
I don't have a picture for that. Oh yes, no I don't. Okay, Weasel goes with Themis.
Yeah, Weasel.
I'll get a picture of him in a minute. Alright. So, you head into this building that you don't even really pay much attention to. You go in, you bustle past some shocked people, and head upstairs where there's a small balcony.
Oh, perfect. I'll get up on the balcony and just watch from there.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
Okay. That is your turn. It is now Avernica's turn. She is going to cast Bless on Themis and Yolram.
Hey.
That's right.
I love me some fucking bless.
watches me go down still doesn't provide protection. action.
Themis took care of you before she could even react. So, do you really want to?
Yeah, and I want her fucking spell slots to be around for when there are actually actual emergencies.
Do you really want to start picking a fight with her right now? Do you really want to open up two fronts?
It was just me being a petty piece of shit. just let me have my moment, okay?
Bless you for calling it like you say it. Say that.
Bless.
Alright, so
I guess I'll send in the cavalry.
Spell on feminine.
Okay, so yeah. So she casts
Screw you.
bless. She casts bless on everyone she can see, which is everyone but Yudi, which means you are now marked. I've marked you on the map. It means you can roll a d4 and add the number to an attack roll or a saving throw.
Dope.
Aw, shucks. Thanks. I kind of like that weasel better than the one I found. Well,
I like them too.
you know, I kind of prefer stoats
Weasels are
or
gross.
ferrets. But, anyways,
Ferrets are awesome.
I hate ferrets.
aw,
So gross.
I got a problem. There are stoners.
Just furry
pet, though.
long rats that
Aw.
stink.
Well, you can get you can get that gland removed, but they're absolutely a stoner's pet, so you should.
My mom used to tell a story of this lady that she knew that had ferrets that she used to let them crawl around her cleavage. Yeah, it's gross.
Classic, total classic. Right, so it's Avernica. So she cast that, which I think is an action. Yes, it is. So she will move around here to check this corner. And that's going to be her turn. She doesn't really have anything for bonus action. All right, so it's Miriel's turn.
We know the general vicinity of.
Yes, doesn't see Yudi. Well, I'm going to move over here just for practicality's sake. Maybe I can add a little marker too. Oh yeah, I'm gonna give you the rook symbol so that everyone knows you're on the second floor.
Okay.
All right. All right. Miriel. Me. All right. Let me look this up. Okay. So she does that, and then she's going to make 2 and 2. Well, she's going to do. Yeah, that will definitely hit the wee lass of Avernica. Doing damage of 21. Okay.
Holy shit, this music is intense.
Right? Right? Pumping you up like I was having trouble thinking. Oh shit, am I muted? No, I'm not muted.
Just the quiet death. Alright, so that is her turn.
So
Actually,
she attacks who now?
She attacks.
Avernica.
Yeah. You see, you'll see. Well, Avernica will probably see it too because it's happening. But you'll all see a little dash of white. You'll feel the cold wind. That's another hit for 21
Oh
damage.
dear, Avernica's down. No way she lives that.
She is not down, actually.
What? What level is Avernica?
Higher than you all.
Oh. Wow. She can just tank 42 damage, I guess.
I guess. All right, Yolram. What would you like to do?
Can I do an athletics check to see if I can climb up the roof to where she is?
Sure.
You also have 12 HP and you have potions. I'm not trying to metagame, I'm just trying to to help a newer player to realize all his options.
Okay, what do I do to get a health potion?
You have 2 of them, and it is 4d4 plus 4. And it's a bonus action to drink it. You can only ever take 2 potions without having to roll for... What the fuck?
Oh, whoops.
How the
My bad.
fuck did that happen? Oh, you did equals. Okay. Yeah, that works.
Okay, so that means 13 more HP?
Yep.
Well, sure.
You can... I'm just warning you because everybody knows, but you have taken your allotted amount of potions. If you take... You have to roll from a table, and you might get some problems.
Okay. So now, can I... I'm up on the roof to see if she's right there?
You can certainly make an attempt. Go ahead and do an athletics check.
Yikes.
All right, so with an 8, that's you're looking around. You got some handholds on the statue, the boots and like the knees and that. You get your way up there, but you're not really seeing much of a way past that.
Wait, does Bless work on... No, it wouldn't.
Saving throws and
It's
attacks.
Saving throws and attacks, okay.
Guidance would be ability checks.
Right, guidance.
All right, that is
Okay.
definitely everything for Yol. So you watch as Yolrum begins this ascent up the statue, up this dwarven statue. Themis, it's your turn.
How much HP? 29. Alright. Equipping a weapon is a bonus action.
Equipping a weapon is a bonus action. Equipping a weapon
Okay.
is a bonus action.
Climbing
That's a
a
free action.
statue.
That's a free action.
Oh, that's a free action?
That's
Okay.
a free action.
Climbing a statue is an action or a bonus action?
That would be your action.
Okay. And does it have to be athletics? Can it be acrobatics? I seem to remember her doing some oh no, she did athletics as well.
If you're gonna add some like parkour elements into it, then it would be athletics.
Right, if I
acrobatics.
bounce off the statue onto the opposing building and kind of like wall jump up.
Yeah,
above
if
it,
you
how
act
about
like this is Ninja Gaiden or something, then yes.
that? Okay. I will reach into my bag,
Okay,
stick my hand in there, hopefully not get cut by all the sharp implements I have in there,
hopefully.
given how carelessly I'm sticking my hand into this bottomless void, and pull out a rapier, and then just like taking a look at it.
Mhm.
And that was a free action, correct?
Yeah.
Alright. Now, this is gonna be a problem. How do you fucking wall run up a thing with a weapon in hand? No, that doesn't work.
That's a good question.
That doesn't work at all. That doesn't work. Okay, scratch that. We're gonna do the wall jumping first.
Okay.
No, first we're gonna down a potion.
Okay.
Another one.
All
This
right.
is my second one, just so you know.
So we're
just
not.
so you're aware.
So we're not taking out the weapons. That's what you're not doing.
Not taking out the weapons.
Nice.
Exactly, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, 17. Holy shit. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
That is 3946 HP. But that's all the potions I can drink without having some problems, and not just digestive.
Mhm.
So that's my bonus action. That was stupid to do that, but whatever. I like my 17. And then Themis is gonna like take a look at your room and think that's maybe a little too slow, and maybe he has a concussion still, or like his brain's a little scrambled from being knocked out for
That's
so long. But he's
rude.
gonna try to jump off. Not you, me. And like try to jump off the statue and bounce off the walls up to the roof with a 23 in acrobatics.
Damn.
And so he might be brain damaged, but he clearly still has complete control over his faculties as he just kind of bounces up the walls and lands on the roof.
All right, so hold up. So you're bouncing off of these walls right here, right?
The statue in the walls, yes.
Okay, so where are you starting? Are you starting bouncing off of the statue as point 1, or are you bouncing off the wall at point 1?
Wall is point 1, statue is
Okay.
point 2, wall is point 3, and then up onto the top of the statue.
Alright. Yes, then that will do it. Against all odds, because you got a fucking 23.
Yes!
I
we
will-
win those.
I'll say
We win
yes.
those.
I will say that you managed to do that.
Thanks, Daddy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of bullshit, but whatever. but you got a 23, so whatever. If I can crit on my deception check and have the
Okay.
entire party turn against Adjutor, I'll let you do this with a 23. Okay, so you were up there. That's your action. You took your bonus action. I'm going to say that took a little bit of your movement too. I'm going to say that took like at least half, since you were jumping back and forth.
Okay.
But you're up there. You see her.
So
She's where
do I
she is.
see
You up?
Muriel?
Yeah.
Alright, and she
yeah.
has a bow equipped, yes?
Correct.
How does threatened work again? When I'm within a certain range, she gets disadvantage, correct?
When you're using your ranged weapon and somebody is adjacent to you, you have disadvantage on the attack because it's a ranged weapon.
Yeah. Do I make the fucking gamble that she fails her rolls? Is that what I do now?
Ooh, I sure hope so. It's so exciting.
Oh dear. Yeah, despite not having a weapon, Themis is gonna close in and seem like he's getting ready to... He's psyching himself up to do something. Maybe
Ooh.
tackle her off the building or something, because obviously I don't have an action, so I can't really do anything.
Right.
But he's psyching himself up to do something.
Of course, as you do.
Yeah. Right,
Okay.
of course. As I do.
Okay, as you do. All right, and that's it.
That is all my actions, yes.
Okay. Hold on. Let me add the rook symbol here so we know that you're on. Alright, so Themis is on level 2. Alright, so Yudi, you watch as Themis. Oh, Weasel went with him. You watch as Themis does this deeply impressive bouncing back from wall to wall and lands on top of the dwarven statue. And you see him, he's partially obscured because of the dwarven head. But you watch that. You watch as Avernica. You see Avernica probably move out of your line of vision, and you can still see a little bit of Yulrum.
Cutie.
Yeah, all I'm gonna be able to to do right now is say, help on his attack, and have the Weasel use the help action on Themis' attack.
Shit. Okay.
That's all I can do.
Okay. All right.
That is my turn.
Okay. So be it. Avernica. Seeing, well, now that there's nobody coming, and seeing that the fight is now taking place up top, she's going to head back under her place where she was, and she's going to put a hand against well. So she's got a short sword and a shield. She's going to tap Yulrum with the flat side of the sword and turn her head to him, because she doesn't really turn her eyes, she turns her head instead, and say, "I believe my pupil is approaching. We should finish this quickly." And then she's going to ready a spell just in case Muriel pokes her head back over. She did not
Fuck, I
see
can ready spells. I forgot about that.
Themis. Yes, she did not see Themis jump up there because she was checking your 6. So Muriel's turn. She is going to dash back, or not dash backwards exactly, but she's going to vault backwards, kind of like Quinn, I suppose. And
That movement, or is that a disengage action?
it is not disengage. You can have your attack.
Yes!
Mhm.
Advantage.
Unarmed strike!
We
let's
all
go!
know that's what he wanted.
So unarmed strike is strength, correct?
Correct.
I actually have to program this in because I've never used unarmed strength on this character. So strength, and it's 1d6
And
or 1d4?
It's 1d4 plus your strength.
1d4. I'm still gonna smack her. Probably not gonna hit, but yeah, not gonna hit. But I'll just kind of reach out to grab her by the hair as she vaults back.
That is actually her AC. So,
Really,
yes.
really, I'll just kind of fuck the hair thing. I'll just kind of like give a punch to the kidneys as she tries to, as she moves to jump. I'll give her a punch to the kidneys.
Okay. Roll for
And
damage.
1d4 plus strength, which is just 1d4. And I got a nat 4. Nice.
Okay.
That's the best I can hope for in that
And you got
in that altercation.
excellent kidney shot in as she leapt backwards away from you.
It's awfully realistic.
Mm-hmm. Verily.
Kidneys and livers, kids.
Kidneys and livers.
Don't let,
That's
don't,
where it
let any,
hurts.
don't let anybody say you're not worth anything. Kidneys and livers are worth thousands. Alright, so it does that, and she's going to... she's going to lean back and shoot an arcing shot, which she will make with disadvantage against... over the side, rather, I should say. A 17, which will definitely hit both of the two people that are beneath her, that are still hiding there, for 10 piercing and 5 cold damage. So, Yoram. That's down.
It's 10 HP.
That's okay. That is free. Why can't I math? There we go. Okay. Okay. So she shoots over the side. You don't really see where it goes, but it does not hit you. Yoram, it's now your turn. You just saw a burst above you, and smaller little like flechettes rain down on you and Avernica.
And then that's what does the damage to me, right?
And that's what does the damage to you, yes.
Okay, so... I think I'll just stay where I am.
Okay.
Or
Sure.
can I tuck underneath where Avernica is for more protection?
There's not really much coverage where she is. She's in the corner of
Okay.
the wall and the statue. You can
Okay.
maybe try and get underneath the statue's elbow if you wanted to crouch down, but that's the closest any sort of cover that you could get. You could go to the other side and hide under the dwarves'
Yeah.
shield.
I think what I'll do actually...
Mhm.
Oops. I accidentally closed out of that. Hold on. Sorry.
Thank God he drank that second potion, eh?
Oh,
Right.
oh yeah.
I really like this fucking playlist.
Yes, whoever chose it should give themselves a high five.
Self 5.
Yeah. Do a high five with your wife. She loves you.
Hey, wife.
There you go.
No, she's not listening. She's
Aw.
doing philosophy like a good girl.
Ooh, exciting.
No, she hates our philosophy class.
Oh.
I have to pester her to do it.
Well, remind her that life is an a priori existence. That'll motivate her. It's failure got it. That's the matter.
Did you all hear that?
No, I don't want to hear about how philosophy is confusing because it's not.
Oh, so you did hear part of it.
Right.
Okay.
That was like the only thing she could have been complaining about. But yes.
I'm
No.
not laughing at you, I'm laughing with you.
The rest of us, though.
Shut up, Taylor.
All right. So
I didn't
Yoram
say
moves. Does he do anything else?
No, he's just gonna stare.
Did you like your food?
It was so salty. How much soya did you
He can still see
Just soya, just the marinade that I marinated the meat
whatever
in.
her face is.
Okay.
I
Themis,
don't know
it's
why
your
I can
turn.
never remember her name. Avernica.
I thought it was fine.
that one.
Nope. You're waiting for Muriel, right? The Winterfell.
No,
Oh, you're
moving
waiting for
out of the
Avernica?
way and still keep. Well, I'm moving out of the way, and I can still keep my eye on Avernica. Still have her see where I am,
Okay.
where she is.
Okay. All right, Themis, it's your turn.
Okay. So, how is Muriel looking at this point? Like, I know I stabbed her a couple times before she carried me off into the sunset.
All romantic like.
Yeah, yeah, you know,
the-
over the shoulder with gags and you know, ties.
The pinkish lavender blood reminiscent of Klingons that the Fae have. It doesn't seem like it's really bleeding that much more. She doesn't seem bothered by it. She doesn't seem particularly phased. She seems she's not looking rough, as we would say. She seems to be very focused, very intense, very alert. She doesn't seem to be hurting particularly bad at all. Not favoring a side or anything.
I see. Yeah, that might be a problem, wouldn't it?
Maybe.
So, out of curiosity,
Yes.
the ethereal step
Mhm.
thing basically says that if I end my turn, or end the turn that ethereal step ends on, inside an object, I
Mhm.
take 1d10 damage. If that object is a person,
Oh boy.
do they also take 1d10 force damage? Because that would make sense, right?
A person is not an object. So right there, I can fix your argument.
I mean, technically, a person is an object. All you have to do is slap some manacles on them and put them on a ship.
False. So, if you
Okay,
want
that
to
was really bad. I will admit that was really bad. But you know you get my
Yes,
argument.
I know what you're trying to do.
The internet would crucify me
Yeah.
for saying that.
Well, Reddit would, that's for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Or Tumblr, maybe. Anyways, so you want?
I'm just asking out of curiosity. I'm not actually gonna sacrifice 1d10 damage to myself to deal
yeah.
1d10 damage to someone else.
Yeah.
It's counterintuitive.
I'd say I'll say this. I'll compromise. They will take half of whatever damage you would take.
Okay, that's fine. That's understandable. Okay, so Themis is going to equipping a weapon is still a free action.
Mm-hmm.
If I was to equip 2, that would be a bonus action, correct?
Do you have 2 weapon fighting?
Yeah. What is it? Yeah,
Or dual
I
wielding,
do
or
have 2
whatever it
weapon
is?
fighting.
Okay, well then it's free action for both.
Oh, that's nice.
That's why people get it. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Athen had that too. Anyways,
Yeah?
Go ahead.
He didn't use it much.
No.
He didn't like to get up and up close.
And now he just gave himself magic weapons that he could make appear and disappear whenever he wants.
Right.
Ah.
I'm just saying that all the rolls that he did against Balrier, those were fishy as fuck. I didn't want to be a little bitch boy about it, but those were fishy as fuck. The fact that you can't have unarmored prowess or whatever, the thing that gives you AC when you're not wearing anything, while still using a shield, pretty sure his AC would have been reduced. Anyway, moving on. Okay. Themis is going to kind of like Naruto-like, just like rip his thumb against his teeth.
Oh, right, just like Naruto does.
Yes. And do 1d6 damage. Damn, 5. Fuck you, game. And cast Curse of Bloated Agony on Muriel, because she seems so fond of doing more than one attack per turn. And so she'll... The blood that comes from his thumb will just kind of sort of mist and flow towards her and kind of just seem like it's trying to get into her eyes and like into her mouth, and she'll just feel like almost like ready to burst, like she's had too much, but it's like also trying to get out at the same time, and like it's hard to move.
Gross.
Yeah, gross, right? Gross. That's kind of what I associate with necrotic damage. Anyway, that'll be his bonus action, and then he'll reach into his bag and pull out both his swords. His swords.
His S words. His S
His
words.
swords. And move up into her fucking range again. Actually, no. Am I here?
You were there, yes.
He's gonna actually like dash over here.
Okay.
And as he goes by, he's gonna give like kind of like a dual swing. One of those will hit. The other one, yeah, kind of glances past, and then he'll move over to here and kind of give like a dual stab again. And both of those will hit, correct?
Yes.
So that is 30 damage.
30? Okay.
Yes.
As
he just kind of stabs her sword, and she just jumps forward or something.
Okay. All right. You do all that, and slash into her. You ready yourself for the next attack that you're going to make, and hopefully maybe even predicting her own. Yudi, you can't see shit. Everybody's vanished.
Well, fuck. Okay.
You're regular chili.
Fuck. God damn it. Everyone's just gone.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I guess I just try to make my way back to Avernica, so that'd be down the stairs and out. How much would that be?
Down. You can probably get almost to the door with your 30 feet, and then you can use a dash action if you want.
Yeah, and I will dash that then. Yes.
Okay. So like 5-ish feet away from the door, and the other 25 feet on the streets.
Okay, I'm gonna just try and reunite.
Okay.
There. And Yudi will feel tormented about feeling useless this battle.
Alright, cue the torment.
Oof.
Get yourself a
I mean,
live...
this song is perfect for that.
Get yourself a live journal and an Evanescence album, because it's coming in hard.
I've got one of those.
Don't you dare speak bad will on her.
No, she's got a great voice. Almost as good as Simone Simon. So, Avernica will... She just still doesn't see you because you're still invisible. So she's going to move over here with not Themis, with discount Themis, otherwise known as Yoram.
Discount Themis.
She'll turn to. She'll. I can feel my spell on Themis. He is still alive. Did you see where they went?
I forgot about my fucking bless. God damn it.
Yeah. I'll let you try for your short sword that missed. Sure.
Awesome. You're the best,
James. Holy shit.
Yes.
Alright, I take it back. I take it back. Oh my goodness. Did you see where they went?
Instead of 30, it's 40, by the way.
Of course it is. Okay.
Do I hear them on the roof?
You definitely hear sounds on the roof, yes.
Okay. And I saw Themis jump up the wall behind me, correct, too?
Yeah, you watched him vault back and forth.
So then I'll say to her, I saw Themis jump up behind us, up onto the roof, and you're standing next to me. Were you able to see him up there? At least that portion.
I cannot see him. Hopefully. Right. Well, either way, we need to get up there or get her down here. I can. Let me. I'm sure I can have a spell that would coax her down. Maybe. Alright. Yeah, so she. Well, I bet you it's gonna be a point within range. Let me see here. Guardian of Faith. You can see within range. Okay, so she can't see the roof yet. I'm headed up. She's going to make her way forward. Alright, it is now Muriel's turn. She does not like the current situation that she's in either. She's going to use her action to disengage, and then she's going to jump off the wall here, right on top of Avernica, because she doesn't know that she's there. Let me do an athletic, or let's see which one she's better at. Acrobatics is one. Okay, so she's gonna do an acrobatics. 21 takes no fall damage. Knocks herself, almost bumps into Avernica quite thoroughly, and then immediately finishes off her movement, moving in that direction. Avernica, however, will get an attack with her short sword.
What just happened? She got pulled off the ledge?
No, she voluntarily leapt off the ledge.
Oh.
She did not like what you were doing. So.
Yeah, people usually don't.
So it's 4 plus nothing. So it's just 4. Okay. Alright, that's a miss. So Avernica's taken aback, and just instinctually swipes out and misses. Yoram's probably you will see all of that, and it's your turn. You watch as
Okay, so then
She doesn't make any attacks? Sad.
Muriel. No,
so I'm gonna
she took her action to disengage, so you didn't get your
Yeah.
yours. Oh shit! I can do the thing. Keep going, James.
Okay, so I'm going to run up behind her, and as she is running away, I'm going to take a strike with my. Okay. Does a 16 hit?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. And then I am
You
gonna
should-
do that damage.
Okay. You should have 2 attacks at this level.
And I was just gonna do that and then do that again. 10.
Oof.
Not hit.
That's gonna be a miss. Yeah.
Okay. And then can I use my action surge to, on your turn, take an additional action
Of course.
and attack again?
Of course.
And this time you'll try with my short sword.
All right. That'll hit. For 9 slashing. Go ahead.
Okay, and that is. And. And then I'm going to move in the direction that she is running.
Okay. Absolutely. Okay.
That is my turn.
Well, yeah, you could get a. You are blessed. So for your 10, if you get it at 4, you could or 3. You could hit her. So I'll let you roll your 1d4 for bless. Let's see if it makes any difference. No, it does not.
Yikes.
All right. So Hrothgar, Yoram runs up to Muriel, takes a slash at her, gets a good hit in. Second one, she nimbly dodges out of the way, and so Yoram's ready with his short sword and brings it right down, and probably could have cleaved her shoulder pretty well, but she moves, and instead he just flays a little bit of the skin off of her arm. And then he continues to circle around like a wolf and block the direction that she was running. So, Themis, it's now your turn. You watched Avernica. You watched Muriel leap off of the roof right here, and then you lost sight of her.
All right.
Still haven't seen Yudi.
Wait, I'm on the edge of the roof. I don't see her over here?
Yeah, you'll probably. Yeah, if you're on the edge of the roof, you'll see her there.
Yeah. Okay, so...
yeah, okay, fine. You got a 13 passive. It's whatever. You lost her for a moment. How's that?
Yeah, she jumped off this side.
Yes.
Yeah, and then she ran back through the alley. I'm not actually going to jump off the edge of the roof. I'm just going to take both my weapons and quote-unquote drop them, but I'll just kind of stick them in the wood of the roof.
Okay.
Or try to stick them in the stone or whatever.
So you're going to throw them down instead of dropping them. You're just going to throw them into the roof so they stick.
Yes, there you go.
Alright, there you go.
And then pull the crossbow off the sling that I have it on my back.
Okay.
And take a shot at her
Yeah, that'll hit.
for 11 damage. So
11 points of
I'll just kind of
piercing.
bring it up to my eye and just take a call, release the, exhale as I take the shot and just shoot her through the thigh or something.
Yeah, there's a fire on the exhale, of course.
Yeah,
Nice.
exactly.
That's the professional way to do it.
And then I'll let it go on the sling. And this is my question, I guess. Extra attack.
Mm-hmm.
Can you change weapons? Like if I were to go from the crossbow to throwing an improvised weapon.
Okay, I'll let you do 2 ranged attacks, but not mixing it up between melee
No,
and
okay,
ranged.
yeah, because that would imply changing weapons.
Yes.
That would cost.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw a flask of alchemist fire at her.
Is that gonna hit me?
It might.
No, it might. If I miss, if I miss,
it might.
it
It might.
If I miss.
It might.
Improvised weapon, blah 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 blah.
Just give me a D20 plus your dex mod.
Yeah.
And yes, it could in fact hit Yoram. But it's okay because you took 2 potions.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says I'm still only on 10 HP.
Yikes! Yikes! Never mind then. Well, sorry, Yoram.
Hey, but then it wasn't.
Yeah. The potion.
I rolled a net too.
He goes to throw it, and it's a little bit slick from something. Who knows what?
Blood on his thumb.
Sure, there you go. Yeah, from the blood on his thumb. It doesn't even make it over the edge. It lands on the side of the building, and it starts to drip down alchemist fire. There's a small pool that I will draw right now of flame in this area.
Seems to not be going out despite the fact that it's burning on stone.
Yes, it's burning stone on the surface, and it's dripping down the side of the wall. So, that was definitely Themis. Alright, so Yudi.
Lamenting that he wasn't prepared for combat, he's just gonna walk up to Avernica. Hey, so what's happening? What's going on? And I'm just gonna quick perception check around me for my action, because I'm probably not making it past her. I'm just gonna make sure the cops aren't here, because I saw all the dwarves running away.
Yeah. Alright, so you don't see any dwarves running towards you. You see a couple that look like they're watching, and a few that are running and moving around, but you don't see any of the Iron Bastion coming towards you. So.
Oh, then it's amazing that
that's
they
good.
won't have me in their report when
you're invisible.
To the party.
Yes. All right, so you say that to her. You do see. You'll probably see a little bit of Muriel, but she's at a corner, so she's got a little bit of cover. And you see flames slowly dripping down the side of the wall. That's where the red ink is.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wonder what happened there.
Yeah, that's a big question, isn't it? So Avernica will turn around and look in your general direction. She's slippery, and I believe my pupil approaches. We are going to have quite an issue in a short amount of time. You should... If you have any Hail Mary, now would be the time.
On who?
She shrugs. Whatever will be the most efficacious.
Alrighty then.
She has no idea what spells you have. She's barely even seen you. Definitely hasn't been in combat.
Perception check. That was the action, right?
Yes, that was your action.
Yeah, okay. So that's my turn then.
Okay. Alright, Avernica is going to gingerly make her way around the flames. And let's see what she will do. She can't see.
Okay, so it's probably super late. But
oh my goodness.
Okay, so one of my maneuvers is distracting strike, and so when I hit a creature with weapon attack, I can expend a sort of superiority die to add it to the next person's attack that is an ally. It's probably late, but am I able to do that for the next attack?
That's
now,
me.
Even though it's not my turn.
That's me.
Yeah. Oh, well, he can't see you though.
Oh.
Yes. You're limited on your options though.
How so?
Because you can't see Themis right now. And there's
I'm more men if Avernica does damage.
Avernica's going to do a healing spell.
Okay. Okay, then never mind.
Okay. You won't.
Hey, at least he's remembering his superiority die.
Yes.
After the fact.
Need to get people to remember their whatever they are next. They're blessed. So,
Just we don't have a cleric in the party, so no one's used to it yet.
fact.
I don't know, if Yudi dies, I'll probably roll up a cleric, because I feel like this party may need one.
Yeah, healing can only go so far when you have
so
potions.
everybody gets 10 points of healing as Avernica stretches out her hand
Hell yeah.
and speaks a word and cures some wounds in a mass way.
mask your wounds.
I am really struggling for descriptions here a little bit.
It's alright.
Shut
We forgive you.
I can't be 100% at all times, you know? It's exhausting.
So,
So,
yeah,
here we
I
go.
understand.
I
That's
knew
why I
it.
say in bed too.
So Muriel, knowing where Themis was last, and realizing that perhaps going north is not the best of options, is going to move around Yolrum. What does she have? What does she have? What does she have? Come on, come up with the fucking shit. Bullshit. Fuck you. Okay. And she's going to take some. She's going to move out of range first, which means you can take your attack of opportunity against her. Jimmy.
What is my attack?
It's one melee strike as she moves past. And that's a 20, so that'll hit you. For 16 damage.
Or
She's not gonna make another one? Sad.
She can't do another one because you cursed her or whatever.
Well, she can, but
Yeah, but she doesn't know that.
And she
She doesn't know that.
It's
I
just
see.
damage.
I see.
Her let me change one thing real quick. Like, how? I do not
know.
Whoops. That is my bad. That is my bad. You can take 6 points off of that attack. I've been screwing this up.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
I thought the plus
Maybe.
13 was a little weird.
Oh, no, the attack is... It was the magic bonus to damage that was the problem. Because I don't understand why she's doing 14 damage with her piercing when it's a 1d8 plus dex. It should be 11 tops. And I thought that the magic attack was for... The magic bonus was for attack. Which was what I wanted, but it's also putting it in damage, which is not what I wanted.
So basically, this whole situation didn't need to happen, is what you're saying.
Well, no, it needed to happen because you people are just floating around from forced situation to forced situation. So it was going to happen anyways. Next one is 21, which is going to be at Avernica before she...
and then she takes the necrotic damage, fuck yeah!
And she takes the necrotic, yeah. And Avernica takes 7 points of damage.
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 I'm rolling it.
That's going to be...
Aw, just 2. Sad.
Okay, every little bit. And all that.
Every little bit counts. Yep.
Okay.
1 minute is 10 turns, and
It
it's
is
been
now
3.
Yolrum. Yeah, it's been like... Well, it's been more than 3.
2, 3.
What?
What?
It's been more than
She jumped off.
Oh, you mean for your 1d8 thing, right? Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been like
It's 1
2,
minute.
maybe 3. Okay, Yolrum. It is now your turn. Muriel has she's a little bit further, but she's got movement. Okay, Muriel's booking it from you.
Okay, so with my bonus action, am I able to like shoot at her with my longbow and then run up to her and then melee attack her?
You can do 2 melee or 2 ranged. You can't switch. And neither.
So
of those
then
can be a
I
bonus action.
will.
Hi, Kitty.
Right, so then I'm going to run up and do pretty much the exact same thing that I did last time.
yeah, that's a fighter.
Smack.
Yeah. Smack. Double smack. Smack with a twist. Triple smack. Alright, all three of those will hit. I don't even know why I blessed you. Alright, so that's 23 points of damage. Yes, 23.
Okay, and so then
Damage.
now,
Excuse me, yes.
so now I like to use my maneuver where I get rid of a superiority die to add an addition to someone else's next attack.
Okay.
And so that means that I only have 3
That's a me.
superiority die. And then I would also like to do my second wind, where on your turn you can cast a bonus action to heal yourself with 1d10 plus my level. I am level 7 or 6.
7.
Give me them numbers.
Myth.
Oh my gosh. Okay, third time's the charm. Here we go.
Oh dear.
You're
yeah,
precious.
It's plus 7.
Smoke more.
Yes.
Ha! Okay, 14 HP.
Ooh, nice.
Add 1 to that because it's plus 7. You're level 7.
I'm only level 6.
You should be level 7.
Should be?
Yes.
Nice.
Correct. So 15.
Cool. 25 HPs. And then... Oh, meow yourself. You're right in the way of my mouth.
Holy shit, does everybody have a cat? The only cat that I have is on another person.
Oh, do you not have a cat?
Like I said, the only cat that I have is on another person.
Right. Well, you should. We'll go get it.
Just go pick it up right now.
Yeah.
Okay, and then once again, I'm going to move in front of Mademoiselle. And that is my turn.
Okay, Themis, it is now your turn.
J'ai reçu un regard de je vais te tuer après ça, fait que si je reviens pas dans une semaine, c'est que je suis mort parce qu'elle m'a tué.
Ouais, on sait qu'est-ce qui arrive, ça va.
So sorry, James.
It's not. Make him learn. James, how much of that did you catch?
I heard fear.
Well, kind of. Fear was implied. Alright, so I'm 30 feet away. Oh shit. How is reloading a crossbow a bonus action?
It is an action unless you have the feat.
Oh.
Right. But changing weapons.
Right.
If I drop the crossbow onto its bandolier.
If you drop it, that's a free action.
Cool! I love that. So I'm gonna pull out the hand crossbows. You know, the ones that just gonna use all the weapons this fight. You know, the ones that you said I didn't need to reload for like 5 shots or something?
I don't remember that at all. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know.
Yeah, I know. The ones that the brigands or whatever had that was specific.
Yeah, way back when.
Because it has a cartridge in it rather than the loading property. Yes.
All right. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull those out, and there are 2 of those.
Right.
So I'm just gonna drop I've already dropped the light crossbow onto its bandolier, and just plunge my hands into my sharp implement-filled bag again, and pull out these crossbows. And I'm gonna assume that since I kind of have line of sight, that I kind of see this person because I could walk in a straight line to them.
Themis is going full Lara Croft here, but with crossbows.
Oh, with crossbows, yeah.
Yes, you can see. Well, the flame provides a nice lighting.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Maybe a little bit got on the hem of her robe or whatever she's wearing.
Sure.
3, 4, and then
Yeah, it's only 34.
R1d4. Yikes! Okay, so only 3 of those hit.
Oh no.
Oh no! 2, 3. Okay, so 28 damage to poor Muriel at this point.
28 damage to Muriel. Okay.
She's still alive?
Yes, she is.
Holy shit. How high level is this
And-
bitch?
She's the same level as Avernica, actually.
Which is higher than us, apparently.
Very. Okay. So you,
Can I yell down to Avernica, what level are you?
Yeah, sure. You can do that. You can do that all day long. Nobody. That's a free action.
Looked at you with a confused look or something.
Yeah. It's like I'm 67 years old. Is that what you? Did that answer your question?
Oh, come on. If she's white in the hair, she's got to be older than 67 as a half-elf.
Yeah. Well, she's not actually answering your question because you're not actually saying it, right? So
Yeah, that's correct.
I look like I'm 67. There. Whatever.
Everything the DM doesn't say in person, just assume it's lies of deceit.
Mm-hmm.
Lies in the seat. Lies in the seat. Disguising critique.
There's no reason to
not like
be honest with
impersonating
you about her
character,
age. She's starting to feel like maybe you guys haven't been entirely honest with her, actually.
I wonder why that would be.
Yeah, no idea why. Alright.
Does jumping off the building cost an action?
It
does, doesn't it?
It's gonna cost your movement, if nothing else. I don't see
Okay.
why it would take your. No,
I'm
it'll
gonna
be your
do
movement.
Yeah, okay. I'll do a flip off the building for acrobatics.
Nice.
How about that?
Go ahead and roll acrobatics.
With a 9, and I'll land on my fucking ass
Yeah,
like a
take
freaking pleb.
3 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right, I'll take those.
That's right, you will. As Themis is not particularly graceful at this moment.
Oh shit, my coccyx. Ah.
Nice. Alright. That's everything for you? That is everything for you, actually. You haven't picked up your swords either, right? So they're still up there. So... next is this fellow. Actually, he doesn't actually have to do that, does he? He knows where she is, so he will. Okay. So, failure, if you're available, we'll do your turn.
Yeah, one moment.
Okay.
Okay,
So, first things first, you keel over dead. I'm kidding.
Oh, okay, well, shit. This turned out poorly.
So, first thing, you see this fellow who's approaching behind you, but he does have both of his eyes. It's just the closest thing I could get. And it's your turn.
Alrighty then. I'm gonna walk up to here.
Mm-hmm.
10 feet of my movement. Does he have any reinforcements? Actually, no, fuck it.
You know what? We'll go a little bit further than that. Let's just take. And then that would be line of sight. Yeah. Okay, so 20 feet of my movement actually. Does he have any reinforcements with him?
It's just him. That's all you
It's
see.
just
That's all you see. And you're still invisible, so he doesn't even see you.
Would I be able to size him up? Like, does he look like he would drastically change the tide of battle here?
You know, he's walking with so much intense purpose. You feel like he's gonna be a game changer.
Great. Okay. He's looking off. He's looking off in this way, right?
He's definitely looking off to where Avernica is the last place you saw her.
So here would be more or less behind.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna finish my movement there,
Okay.
and I'm gonna drop concentration on invisibility,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna try and put his ass into fantasy. Let's go. Wait, one sec. Let me see if I burn some portent on this. I've got a 9 and a 17. He's probably associated with Pluto. He probably has higher wisdom. Do I just assume he rolls lower than a 9? Yeah, fuck it. No, let him roll. Let him roll. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
I maybe die here.
I maybe die here.
Ah, yes, it's happening.
You wanna use your portent?
Nope.
Okay.
Wait, will you let me just burn portent? Like that?
Is that not what it's for?
I thought it was before the thing was rolled for.
Oh. Oh, you're right. You're absolutely right. Never mind. Okay.
Cool.
Okay. So you throw some images up. He glances at it like that's new. And he looks over at you and gives his head a shake. Before, why do I not?
I shrug my shoulders and be like, I don't know what I was thinking either, man. And that'll be my turn.
Okay, that is your
You
turn.
cast inflict wounds at 9th level. Okay.
Yeah. He uses power word kill. You have fewer than 100 hit points, right? You die.
Yikes.
Okay, it is now Avernica's turn. She's going to walk over to Themis. You certainly have an interesting friend. I fear we're going to have to contend with mine shortly.
Yeah, well, I don't know about yours, but mine is a legend where I come from.
Do you have any insights you could grant us?
Well, from what I understand, the Winter Fae don't like heat. Or spring, but mostly heat.
They also don't like holly.
Yeah, that's
probably not that helpful right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, she will... She will give us a slight nod and walk over to here. And cast...
Flanking!
Where is it? ABC. Give me the thing. Okay, there we go. And she will take a moment to cast a spell. As soon as I can find the picture for it. There we go. Alright, so she will... Nice. Oh, bitch! Alright, never mind. I'm not using that now, I guess. Awesome. So happy. So I will... cast... You watch as a large-sized shade appears from the ground and radiates these dark waves out. And it is within... No, it's not. But it will be. Now it is within 10 feet. And Muriel's, for the start of her turn, she's going to take 20 radiant damage unless she makes a saving throw.
What kind of saving throw?
Dexterity.
She has disadvantage on that.
Does she now?
Yes.
Okay. Wow! I am so good at this game!
24.
That's I didn't even use the fudge tool. That's how good I am. Alright, so she starts her turn there.
Oh wait, I lied anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It's checks. I should have been more on top of her when she did the acrobatics. My bad.
Yeah. It wouldn't have been that much damage anyways, but yes. Okay. So she's going to...
Like you said, every little bit counts.
Yeah, I did say that. So 1, 2... Well, she can't move through that. 1, well no, 10, 20, 25, 30. Yoram, you get your attack of opportunity.
What do I roll to do that?
Same
It's
thing
your
you did
weapon
last
attack.
time. Just whatever weapon you want, one time.
Hey, it
That's
hits.
a hit! 12 points of damage.
It's magical slash.
Yes, it is. Sheesh. Alright. She's going to now, as she continues moving away.
Oh, fucking shit.
That is a crit.
31. That is...
Nat 20.
Yeah.
So that's... Huh.
That disgusts
That's
me.
14, 15, and then so it'll be 22 points of damage to Yoram.
Thank God I used that last time.
Yeah.
BHP!
Wow. So for the second attack,
Okay.
she's
What?
technically okay. I'm not getting into it. Second attack, that definitely hits Avernica, and she's going to be doing only 7 points of damage. Well, that's practically nothing. Teehee. Teehee. Boy,
Compared to 14.
Yeah! This reminds me a lot of Dragon Force. This is pretty good. Alright, Yoram, it's now your turn.
Okay, so, how much health does she have?
Who knows? So what are you doing?
I guess we're just gonna do the same thing we did last time.
Okay. Sounds good. The fighters have a very specific niche that they fill.
Yikes. Don't forget your bless.
Well, the first one's not
How
going to
do I-
hit, regardless, but the third one could. 1d4. Come on. Come on, Jimmy James. Jimothy.
Papa needed a new pair
Alright.
of shoes and he fucking
So,
got them.
2 hits. 17 slashing damage.
Damage.
The Canadians are all over having damage. These now that I used it at one time. Alright, Themis, your turn.
Right, so Themis cannot see Muriel at this point, so he's going to...
You can see Avernica, you can see the large shade that's floating right by that statue.
And Shade's supposed to be evil.
Shades are the servant of Pluto, of Hades. They're not evil. They simply are.
So...
Maybe
Exactly.
next time I'll make it advanced.
Themis will give a glance at the weight on his... Wait, is the weasel invisible?
No.
No, it's not, right?
Correct.
Okay. So Themis will give a glance at the weasel and just be like, hold on, and he'll just give it a dead sprint up to the statue and kind of lean behind it and, like, very Lara Croft-ish stick both his crossbows around the statue and take some pot shots. But before he does that, while he's running, he'll just kind of like slick one of the bolts against his arm and draw some blood.
Nice.
And cast this. And that is 1d6.
Okay.
Oh dear. Well, that's honestly not as bad as I thought it would be. So yeah, back to 45, and then take some pot shots at Miss Muriel.
Okay.
4. Hey! They all
my.
fucking hit.
Hey, that's some good shots.
Right, and so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then R1d6. So 18, 29, 42. 42 damage to Ms. Muriel. And is she down yet?
No,
She's gotta be down. What?
she's not.
How much speed does this bitch have?
I'll tell you
Much
after the game.
I've
I'll tell you after the game.
I've done at least. No, we've done over 140 damage.
Yeah, you've done more. You've done more than that. Because I'm watching her
Like,
health bar.
I personally have
personally.
done at least 100 HP to her.
Okay. Congratulations.
I'm trying.
You got the DPS award. So, Yolrum, you're pursuing Muriel, and you feel 4 bolts just go like right past you. That you're pretty sure we're pretty close to hitting you there for a second. But they do not, but they do hit Muriel. You watch as she staggers and almost loses her balance, as now she's bleeding pretty profusely.
Spazzes
From
up a little bit from the
mostly-
lightning damage.
Yeah, and lightning sharp sparks and crackles
Oh
around
wait,
her
I fucked up.
as
I
Oz.
fucked up. My bad.
Not
There we
with this,
go.
not with this music. You don't fuck up.
46, not 42.
Okay, all right, noted. Okay,
But you are not allowed to fuck up right now.
yeah. The riffs will not allow it, and the weasel goes with him. Okay. All right. So this scarred, cracked skin fellow
I'm so fucked. Okay, run it.
turns.
That only Yudi can see.
Yes, he taps his leg and withdraws a tattooed scimitar and points it at that looks somewhat like this. And
Holy shit, okay.
yeah,
Just pull an Indiana Jones sign on. If it's a sword like that, pull an Indiana Jones.
and points the sword
Yeah,
at you.
I've got a gun on me.
Just shoot him.
Do you
and
not?
Just walk away.
Use my firearm and, no.
Themis does. Why don't you? And points the scimitar at you. I am here for Avernica. Do not interfere. And at that point,
Alright
he
then,
will.
duly noted.
4, 5, 6, 7. That'll be part of his action as well, so he can't do anything about that. But he is now approaching. He's now behind Avernica. Yudi, it's your turn.
This motherfucker. Okay. Oh wait, I can get out there, huh?
You can
Yeah,
dash.
okay. I could dash.
Fuck it, I will dash.
Oh my.
I'm gonna maintain with him.
Shit. Okay.
I'm just gonna try and, have a conversation.
Happy
Okay,
conversation.
I'll stay out of your way. I'll stay out of your way.
I just wanted to say hi.
What happens when it bolts here, you know?
What's the weather like?
What you doing? What's the weather like? Well, let's say it's underground, so. Okay.
Oh, pretty good.
Not raining.
It's great. Yeah, at least it's not raining. Right, so it is now Avernica's turn. She's going to turn slowly as this fellow with the cracked, caked-looking skin comes up behind her. Excuse me. Excuse me again. I think Yudi will probably be the only one who hears the whole thing. Themis might catch bits of what the guy says, but definitely not anything that Avernica says. So, he comes up behind her, she turns. I found you, my master. You are faint, weak. Your senses betray you, as you betrayed me. After all that has happened, still you live. You are difficult to kill. For one as limited as you, perhaps, to have fallen so far and learned nothing is your greatest failing. No longer do your whispers crawl beneath my skull. No longer do I suffer beneath teachings that weaken us. And yet, you are still blinded by power and selfish desires. And with that, she will cast... What else does she have left? It's not a healing word. It's not a healing spell here. She will cast Ray of Enfeeblement.
Hey, with a 20.
With a 20, that will definitely hit. Maybe, hold on.
There's the problem there somewhere.
Thank you. Did I give the text? Yeah, it doesn't actually do damage. Target deals.
Oh shit, it's another concentration spell. There goes the bless.
Yeah, the bless. Well, y'all are fine, probably.
Probably.
So the bless is now faded from everyone. This was more of an instinctual reaction. She didn't think that far ahead, unfortunately. Alright, so you watch as this which is this green, swirling, slightly grayish light envelops this figure, and that's the end of his turn. That's the end of her turn. Well, yeah, that's the end of her turn. She's not going to move. She's not going to run away from him. Muriel, however,
is running like hell.
Yeah, she is most definitely. She's getting out of range of this. Well, she starts there, so she has to make another dex save that she has disadvantage on. Oh, it was 3. Alright, so we'll skip the third one. So disadvantage at 13 against Avernica's 15. So yeah, she takes the full 20.
Yes! That's just it's just, you know, the pride at picking the right ability at level like 7 or whatever. It's just like I picked the right one.
Yes, I love it. I can't wait to see when Bo has that feeling. I feel like it might be a minute.
It'll be a while.
You better get used to that, man. That's the lot of Wizard's life. I wish I had prepared this one. I wish I had this one. I wish I had that one. It would be so cool if I had this one. Alright, so Muriel collapses in a heap.
Yay! Did it!
Does she really?
Yes,
Nice.
she really does. She had 5 HP, she just took 20 points. So
close.
So super, like, oh my god, it was so close. And so that's the end of her turn. Yoram, it's now your turn. You watch as your quarry just collapses amidst roiling black and dark blue swirls of energy.
So
what are you gonna do about it? That's the real question here.
And I turn around to see where everyone else is.
Sure. No one's gonna stop you.
Great, so I will turn around to see Themis and the ferret behind me.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
And I will walk up to Themis. Ooh, wrong one.
What?
I'll walk up to Themis.
What? What
Well,
did you just say to me?
Themis, you have a lot of explaining to do.
Yes. Never mind that. Go help Avernica.
Oh,
I'll take care of Muriel. Just go make sure she doesn't die. We have 10,000 gold running on this. I'm not
what?
exactly the
Oh.
most materialistic of people, but come on now. Are you gonna watch someone die on... Just go!
Okay, so run around Themis and
Stop with the WebMs. Gross.
WebMD.
Yeah, that. Sure.
I was
5,
bad with
and
that
then I
for a
went
while.
5. Now I have 10 more feet of movement. Actually, we're gonna go. Okay, so if I'm in line right here, and I take a shot with my longbow around Avernica at him.
Sure.
If you flank him, you get advantage.
If that's really something. Well, Yudi's already flanking him, so.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Is like if he moves up here, he gets flanking bonus, which means advantage on attack rolls.
Well, but he would have disadvantage because then he would be in melee. So it would be a straight roll.
Why would he have disadvantage in melee?
Because he's
because he has his longbow equipped.
Yes.
Why do you have your longbow equipped? I thought you were
What do you mean?
melee attacking this bitch.
He was, yes.
Can I not run over and pull out my longbow to shoot at him?
You may, sure. Are you
Okay,
gonna
so
stow your
now-
weapons or drop your weapons?
Stow my weapons back
Alright,
on
well,
my.
that's your bonus action then.
Okay, so then I can't attack.
No, you can.
No,
you
it
can
just
still
means you
attack.
burned a bonus action that you didn't have to.
You're well, stowing and drawing. If you're gonna stow and then draw, that's gonna be the bonus action.
What I was trying to say was that if you move up here, you get an advantage on your melee attacks against this person because Yudi is here.
Oh, okay.
But if you want
You
to
understand,
range,
like-
that's fine.
Like I'm not trying to like change what you do. I'm just trying to explain
Gotcha.
how it works.
Okay, so then I'll go up and do that, and then just attack 3 times as usual.
Yeah, fighters.
Oh shit!
I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm a fighter.
You're saying yeah,
Basics,
fighters because they're cool. Okay, so
Great.
all of those hit. Well, no, 15 does not hit actually. 2 of those
I mean,
hit.
it's an advantage, isn't it?
Still
18,
true.
25, and 19, 18.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. Yeah, so they all hit. Okay, go ahead and do your damage.
A 29 damage.
Okay, so then.
Okay. You hack and slash into them. You don't feel like your blades are finding as much purchase as they did with Muriel, but you still keep hacking at him. Continue.
Okay, and then I think that. Hold on, sorry. And then I'll just move further away from him. Oh,
You're gonna take an
just-
attack of opportunity probably if you leave his range.
true. Okay, then I'll just hold my ground. With
Okay.
3 HP.
Wow.
You have. No, he's taking both his potions. Well, yeah, you're gonna die. It's okay. Shit happens.
Aw, James. It's a shame that you just landed 3 attacks on him, because he might have been inclined to ignore you, but now he's not.
I mean, we might force him to drink the potion anyway, and then he'll just have to roll the random effects dice. It's fun.
Alright, so that's... So, he has a tattooed scimitar in one hand. He taps his other leg and pulls out this whip that has a lot of little orbs and spheres on it. and he
Hits
hits you.
kind of like anal beads.
Yeah, kind of like anal beads. He hits you with an 18. The whip wraps around you, and which does not do any damage. But then he yanks the handle back, and you watch as it snaps, and you watch these sparks come out of the end of the length of whip, and it fizzles out, and then you take 15 points of fire damage. As all of these little spheres explode wrapped around you. And
You're talking to me, right?
I am talking to you, yes. He whipped you and then pulled it back and
like a dog,
and yanked it and lit the fuse, and you take 15 points of fire damage and you're down.
Okay, so do I do a death save right away? Or do I have to wait till my next turn?
Not until your next turn. Actually, that hasn't happened yet though, because Themis needs to go. So
Yeah, I was wondering, yeah.
Alright, so question. Does tying someone up cost an action or a bonus action?
well, that's definitely an action.
Cool. So Themis is gonna glance back at Yulram worrying, like, almost kind of worried and, like, torn, and then run up to Muriel and pull out his, length of rope from his explorer's bag.
Okay.
And,
begin tying.
hog tie her.
Okay.
And then once he's done with that, he'll just kind of move back, and he can't quite get a bead on. No, actually, he'll move up here. He can't quite get a bead because Yoram is like flailing around on fire a little bit, and so he just kind of decides, oh fuck it, and he slices the other crossbow against the opposite shoulder. No, that's not Talia.
Bring on the tits.
Bring on the tits.
Hell yeah, bro.
If Themis died this session, I was gonna bring back Talia.
Ooh.
Well,
we gotta talk about that.
I mean, either way,
41
oldest party member.
for Right of the Dawn. So one of his crossbow, the right crossbow, just starts glowing brightly, and the bolt that's cocked back, and it just starts like shining. It's almost hard to look at, and he just kind of aims it towards the person, this stranger that he has no idea who it is, and just like tries to get a beat on him, but Yoram is flailing, and he's afraid to hit him after he's been downed already, so he just kind of holds off for the moment.
Right damage is magical and lasts while you hold the weapon. That's ridiculous. I might have to...
Yeah, so if I change weapons, the right damage gets... Like, the right gets dispelled.
Alright, so now you watch as the scarred and messed up figure does that to Yulram and yanks back, and you watch the fuse light on the end of the whip, and then the explosion, and then Yulram just collapses in a heap of soot and body. He collapses almost as fast as Muriel did. Alright, Yudi, what would you like to do?
Okay, buddy. I didn't see any need to get aggressive there, and I'm gonna port in this one. He rolled a 9.
You know, he rolls a 9 and he fetches a fail, but he's going to choose to succeed.
What? Legendary resistances coming into play?
It's that. No, I'm kidding. It's not quite. We're not quite at that level. You got like 3 more. You got 3 more levels. Maybe. That you're get used to hearing that.
Just hit with the fucking legend. Like I heard it in my brain. Like legendary resistance.
So, if you all ever, well, not that you're going to now, but if you all were going to face Zarzapath, the Orient Nightmare, with Ralgam to get the dragon's head, you were going to hear a lot of legendary resistances. So.
Yeah, I'm not sure that even with that dragon at 1 HP, we would ever be able to defeat it.
He wouldn't have been at 1 HP. Something would have happened. There's no way I was giving you that. There's no way.
Right.
There's no way. He chooses to succeed. He chooses. I don't think he's going to be failing, but even if he did, he chooses to succeed. Wait until I have you fight a beholder, where the eyes shoot rays, and those rays don't actually make attacks; they just hit. That's
guy.
He's got like 9 eyes, and the center eye negates all magic, and then the eyes on stalks just shoot lasers, and they automatically hit.
No, like the day we face a beholder or an intellect devourer is the day Yudi dies.
Yep. That might. Well,
yeah, I'm pretty sure Themis would die too.
We'll keep that in my back pocket whenever you guys want to kill off your character. I can give you the beholder light version, which is just a spectator. He's only got like 3 eye stalks. Should be alright with that.
Maybe when we have more HP.
Well, yeah, maybe not right now. But alright, so Avernica.
Yeah, wait. To finish up, I'm just gonna go like, all right, everybody. We have a minute. Let's all collect ourselves and see what we're doing next. To try and like get everyone out of a quickly kill him mindset. You know?
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Right. So he's. Oh my god! For anything. Okay. Now this reminds me more of Symphony X. Still good music though.
Thank you.
All right.
Wait. I'm sorry. Is Avernica, not Avernica, Muriel rolling death saves?
It's not her turn yet.
But is she rolling death saves?
Did you stabilize her?
Fuck. Does restraining her and stabilize her cost an action?
There are 2 separate things. You have to take an action for each. You can't do both.
Shit. Themis is right here.
Only because you are so close that it doesn't make a difference will I allow that.
It's the little, like, sighing face fantasy.
Alright, so... yes.
That's awesome.
I got limited options. I don't really like any of them, to be frank, but whatever.
Yeah, they don't have that much.
So Avernica, because she knows what she cast, is going to move over here and stand well within the range of the spiritual guardian she has up. And she'll just yell out, He is an undying of Pluto. It's going to be very hard to kill him. I suggest we simply run. And that's going to be her turn.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but it sounds good to me. Potions, they don't exactly heal everything. They just kind of fix the worst of the damage.
17, 1 success. Yoram, give me a death save. Alright.
Hey, success.
Congrats. Themis, you're stabilizing her?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Crixus is... So he doesn't get a spell. He doesn't get a chance every turn, right? He just turn for the duration. Yeah, there you go.
That's the beauty of it.
Alright, UD, what are you doing?
Right, wait, no, I'm not done.
Yeah, that was your action. You can move.
Yeah, my action. So I have a bonus action and right. I have to look for something. I'm sorry.
I would give you the stars in the sky, but they're too far away. If you were a hooker, you'd know I'd be happy to pay.
Yeah, no, Themis is just gonna walk up to here. He would walk up to here, but then he'd be threatened, and so he'd have disadvantage on his range attack rolls. And he's switched into a ranged fighter right now, so switching back into a melee fighter would be a pain in the ass, and his swords are up here, so...
Yep.
Sorry, Yudi.
Have a minute.
Still the first
That's
round.
10 turns of combat. Okay.
Wait,
Nice.
what?
That's what I do every time. I give you guys 10 turns of combat to prepare.
Oh, he's charmed.
Yeah.
Yes, he
Kind
is.
Okay. Well, I still can't do anything because I used my action to stabilize and restrain this bitch.
Yep.
So Themis just kind of stabilizes, just pours a little bit, tiny bit of one of his potions into her mouth to stabilize her because he's not going to fiddle around with injuries because that's gross. And then
Of course.
just kind of walk up to Yolrum and be like, hey, oh, wait, he's unconscious. And then just point his crossbows at this strange figure that is apparently hard to kill.
Okay, so that's Themis' turn. So Yudi.
When you say hard to kill, how do you mean?
I mean, Undying of Pluto should tell you all you need to know.
I know what the Undying of Pluto is.
Oh, well, the word undying is more what she was focusing on.
Oh, okay, I see. Fair, but like if we dissolved him in a vat of acid, or if... you know what? Never mind.
Do you have a vat of acid?
On hand? No, I do not. Let's just,
I
get
could
everyone.
create a vat of acid with enough components and some time.
I feel like we should... All of our options here take some time, so I feel like we should just take Avernica's advice here and, get out.
So we're running.
Avernica's
Yeah.
slowly moving over in this direction here. Very anxious for you all to follow her lead. Oh, hi, kitty.
Don't you have a kitten?
Nope. Just a cat.
Just a cat.
Yeah.
What? I thought Strippy had a kitten. Who had a kitten?
Chili, maybe?
Maybe Chili had a kitten.
She has a cat of some kind. I know that.
I know she has a cat. I
She has
thought
a
somebody
feline.
in the server had a kitten.
No, nobody here. So Avernica's moving away. Miriel is tied up. Yolrum is doing death saves. He has not yet been stabilized.
No, I stabilized her.
Her?
No,
Talking
not
about
me.
Yolrum.
Oh, Yolrum, yes.
Yeah,
Yolrum,
I'm
what was that
dying.
say?
I'm dying too.
Oh, shit.
Okay, go ahead and
Veronica
make your
doesn't have any
make
more
your-
healing spells.
make your death save.
All right, baby Jesus. Bless me too.
Baby Jesus. Oh, that's a no.
Oh,
that was not a natty
fuck.
20. Why didn't you roll a natty 20?
Alright, Themis, your turn.
I,
All you had to do was roll high, James. Why didn't you?
I'm sorry.
Fuck. So
can
if
I, can I try
if I
again?
No,
if I pour a potion,
not yet.
Why not?
Why not? Bless you, my son.
no, I have to stabilize him. But then I can't make an action. Shit.
And coordinate with somebody else.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, you can coordinate your actions with somebody else so that you do one thing and they do another. Just yell at Avernica. She's got healing spells. She's been healing this battle. Everybody got 10 from the Mass Cure Wounds. So, you know she's got healing spells.
Avernica!
There you go.
Yolrum's in a bad way. Can you heal him, or do I need to take care of it?
I will return and get him up. With all haste. Yes.
Okay, I'll delay him, but I'm not. If you say he's undying, as it were, then I'm not sure how useful I will be. And at that, Themis will draw the tip of a bolt against his other arm again. He's getting a lot of cuts on his shoulders.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of self-harm here.
There are quite a few scars that you can probably see through his cloak at this point. And actually, I don't even need to do the damage. I just need to cast Blood Curse. Never mind, my bad. I'm just gonna cast Blood Curse without the Amplify effect.
Okay. Understood.
And 1, 2, 3, 4. How many of those hit?
All.
Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then R 4d6. So I guess I'll split them up into 9 storm damage and 5 radiant damage.
Oh my goodness. Alright, so that's 16, so 30, so 40 damage. Okay.
What? Only 40? I feel like it's more than that. 17, 28, 33.
Oh, the 2 7s count as damage, so that's 54.
Oh wait, I didn't even see the 7. My bad. 14, 28, 39, 44, 48, 58 damage.
There we go.
To Mr. Scarred heap of shit.
So, that'll probably...
Honestly, why am I even wielding short swords at this point?
Well, you have bigger questions that you should be asking, actually. Failure, do you want to handle that?
Bigger.
Yeah, so because we took damage, that breaks him out of stun.
What? I can't hear you over the epic battle music.
Yeah, I can't hear you over the damage that I'm doing. Well, here, let me server mute that for you. Go ahead, say that again, Failure.
Unless you dealt damage, it breaks him out of stun.
But I think 58 damage is worth it, don't you think?
I think we're not gonna kill this guy. I think the plan we agreed on was to run the fuck away. But you know what? This has happened now. We can't undo this.
But 58 damage is worth it, right?
But 58 damage isn't going to kill someone that is blessed by the god of death to not die.
Shit. Alright,
the entire conversation we had right before that.
Look, man.
Well, I don't need the fantasy round counter anymore. It's nice.
Yep. You know that my party members are going to already counter it for me.
Themis is concussed, okay?
What about the player?
Themis is concussed, okay? He's just doing what his natural inclination.
So Themis does 54 damage and then immediately runs over to Muriel.
58. No, he's... Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Run to die.
Actually, he's gonna run over here.
Wizard. if you hate us with that one decision, Synod, I'm gonna be very fucking angry.
I don't think you're gonna die.
I think I'm a squishy wizard.
And
as my 9th level spell says...
Or what was it?
Do you know if I have Dimension Door prepared?
No, but you should.
Alright, so...
if you don't, it's your fault.
Oh, wow. Here we go.
It's such a useful spell. Why wouldn't you have this prepared?
Maybe my other 4th level spell would have been useful, huh?
This is dangerously close to chilly behavior. Maybe we don't want to go there with the... Maybe we don't want to go there with the "it's your fault" argument.
I deleted my token by accident.
You deleted your token by accident. Okay, cool. Well, I guess that's it for Themis then.
Themis boops out of combat.
Themis gets drawn into the Feywild by accident.
Accidentally on purpose, yes. Alright, so the man with the cracked and pale skin snaps out of the fantasy.
Drooping eye.
Yeah. Snaps out of it. You also feel actually as though your attacks weren't doing as much damage as you would have expected them to.
Even the storm and radiant damage?
You don't know which parts of it. Just didn't feel like it really found as much purchase.
I still did 14 storm and radiant damage.
You don't know which parts of the damage I'm changing. I'm saying. So just deal with it. There's.
I feel like radiant. You should have a weakness to radiant.
I understand. I understand that. So, looking around, he sees Yulrum, who's already collapsed in a heap, and there's only one other person that he is very confident has just tried to interfere with his actions.
Just gonna throw up my hands like, I don't know what happened there, my guy.
Shade Blade with 11 damage, 11 to hit is not even gonna hit you. Alright.
It's my AC. I will burn shield as a reaction.
Okay.
So, up.
Alright. He'll swing with the tattooed scimitar. It'll hit the shield. The shield will shatter. He'll have a recoil. He turns and gives you a curious but very deeply unpleased look, and he will begin walking. He'll head over towards Avernica, which will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he has to make a dex save because the spiritual guardian is still up. And, you know, as you do. That's a fail. He will take full 20 points of radiant damage. Okay.
And dies.
And no, not quite.
Actually, far from.
Yes. So now it is now Yudi's turn. What would you like to do?
Jesus Christ, I'm gonna mutter under my breath before I...
Whoever that is.
Yeah, whoever that is. I'm gonna take 10 feet of movement up to Yolram and try and stabilize him.
Okay. That's your action to stabilize him.
Oh, okay, that's... Okay, straight up.
That's your action to
Nice.
stabilize him.
Hey.
Alright, so you are stabilized at 0 hit points.
Oh, wait, no, actually, fuck it. I'm just gonna force feed him a potion.
Okay, you're gonna force you to potion, so
Yep.
roll for the
All of my potions.
4d4 plus 4.
I got 4d4 plus 4.
That's the second
14.
potion he's taken, right?
I think this is over his limit.
Yeah.
He took one himself.
He got fed one by
He got fed
Themis.
one by Themis, and now you're feeding him one. So yeah, we're going to roll on the table.
Alright.
Side.
But he's up.
Yes.
So.
Pull out the table for overdosing on healing potions.
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
shit, really? Who's
Yeah.
overdosing?
You'll roll.
The one that was down.
Oh, you fed him a healing potion! I just told Avernica to fucking heal him!
Yeah.
Right, Avernica, who's currently being blocked by the guy that can't die, right?
Yeah, but she can move here, and then she's within
It's
30
done.
feet.
It's done. It's done.
Oh, fuck, now I have to pull out the overdosing on potions
Yeah,
thing.
so,
God damn it.
I'm gonna have my secretary do that while we continue.
Other-
You're trying to save me failure.
Aww.
Anytime.
You too.
I kinda just need you up, honestly.
Alright,
Who
so
has the key right now for the safe house? Would I know?
you were the last one to yeah, you were the last one to have it actually, because Themis gave it to you. And then
Oh,
we
right.
had that brief exchange where you
Are you gonna
almost
teleport
did
us
it
out
wrong.
again? You gonna save us again?
So unless you
Ah,
gave it to
we'll see.
somebody, we'll say it's just you. Okay, so Avernica. Kitty. Oh, it's Guardian of Faith. That's what I meant to call it.
So adorable.
Okay. He's right there. She's going to do this. That does not even hit. She goes to grab him with her shield-bearing hand and gets it smacked down. So she's instead going to circle around Muriel and take a attack of opportunity. That'll be a hit. 13 damage. Okay. So it is now Muriel's turn. She's stabilized and unconscious. Yoram, what would you like to do, buddy?
I know.
You know?
You know, I'd like to retire.
Give me a second. I'm trying to find it. I have 4 different websites for potion
Okay.
effects.
Alright. Let's take your time.
Um,
Yolrum, it doesn't have to take effect immediately. We can always just make up some bullshit. So, Yolrum, what would you like to do, buddy?
If I go by the guy that's chasing us, will he start to attack me again?
Who knows? You feel like maybe he's focused on his target, and as long as you don't interfere with him, you're not a priority. That's what you feel. Since he was, in fact, going after his target before you became a priority. With your 3 smacks.
Little tippy tap smacks.
Yeah, that.
Triple axes.
Yeah, that.
So then...
Oh, that is nice.
Alright, Strippy, I'm sending it to you now.
Aw, thanks, Doodlebug.
Okay, so if I want to move over here, can I just move straight there, or do I have to like restrict some of my movement?
You're gonna have to spend 5 feet of movement just to get past all those people.
Roll a 1d20 first.
I've rolled a 1d20 for what?
Potion side effects.
I forced fed you a potion and you might overdose on it, so that's what we're figuring out.
The 1 to 3 poor,
Nope.
4 to 8 fair, and an 8 to 11 good is all DM's choice, by the way.
Yes.
Like the horizontal axis of the table, that's all your choice.
Alright, so there's a 5. So that's
5.
Euphoria. Wisdom
Euphoria.
reduces. Oh my goodness. Alright, so roll a
1d12.
Yeah, go ahead and do a 1d12. Actually, we'll see what happens.
Honestly, that's not that bad, considering that Raugum got fucking, like, paralysis from the bottom down.
Sort of,
from the
kind
down.
of, sort of. Okay, so your wisdom is halved.
Halved?
Yikes.
Halved.
Ooh,
Yeah.
5.
Halved.
Okay,
Yes.
is it just for this particular moment or forever?
It's
No,
for a
until
while.
a short or long rest,
Yes.
depending on what Strippy chooses.
Yes.
Okay, so then do I just go into my sheet
But
and adjust
to
it
make you
my-
feel better, you could have been mute, or you could have been paralyzed, you could have been intoxicated, you could have had a high sensitivity to pain, which gives you +3 to damage from physical attacks. You could have been blinded. You could have lost your hearing. Like,
I can
honestly,
deal with that.
Euphoria isn't that bad.
It's really not. You're just kind of unwise and
You could have
It's
taken
stupid.
1d6 points of damage per turn. Until Strippy decided you didn't.
so. Man, there's a lot to remember for next week. Holy crap!
Holy
Okay.
shit, it's almost 1 a.m.
Yeah, we got like maybe 20 minutes left of this. We've
Okay,
been in
so-
combat all night. Okay, so you are unwise. Your wisdom scores half, so you're half as wise as you normally are. Factor that into it. So what do you do? So you did your movement. Do you want to do anything else?
Wait, did he do this? He did, didn't he?
No, I calculated
Well, he
it. Did I do it
something
one
like
too
it.
many?
It's fine.
Because I did 15 to there, and then 10 to there, and then I did 5. Oh, I moved one over too many.
Lord, call the police!
Sorry, I moved 5 feet too many, Synod. Sorry.
No, that's not what I was saying. I was saying you just ran straight up.
No.
He ran in between. Whatever, it doesn't matter. He made it. So, are you doing anything else?
Okay, so then I guess that
I'll just stay right there.
Okay. To your, well, whatever. You see to your, I'll assume your left, I assume you're looking at the battle. You see to your left a group of dwarven soldiers who are watching, but definitely not getting involved in this. Unless they absolutely have to. So next is this fellow's turn. He's going to stomp right over.
Oh, what about me? Did I get skipped? Am I down?
Oh yeah, because you deleted your token. That's right.
Right.
Okay, yeah. You... I don't remember what your...
I was 12.
12. Okay, so you are right before the scarred man. Okay, so... Okay, yeah, so you're right next to him. Go ahead.
Alright, Themis will give a glance back at this... Okay, can I pick this bitch up?
Sure.
And also disengage? Or is that a no-no?
But you... Well, if you were a rogue, you could do both, but you can't do both as a non-rogue.
So, picking her up is an action.
Correct. And you need to give me a strength check.
Wait, but then how did she pick me up and then dash?
Because you were unconscious.
Because those two things are separate.
But
Basically,
dash
she had
action?
all the time in the world she
Yeah.
wanted to.
She
At
absolutely
the
did.
top of the roof, when you went down for picking a fight. Remember?
We have not established when happened. We've not established a chronological order of events. You don't know how long she had to collect you and all your shit and start
Fair.
walking away.
Fair.
And that was intentional because I'm not interested in that level of detail. So,
Fair.
she also used the dash action because otherwise it would be half speed.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay, I'm just asking. Themis will jump over her,
Right?
take that attack of opportunity.
Right. He does not make one.
Really?
Yes.
He...
Well, I'll take it.
He
You know what?
probably
Never
doesn't...
mind.
He might not even know who knocked him out of the phantasm thing, actually. So, he's very focused on... Well, now he's gonna know.
Yes. So the 11 doesn't hit, I'm betting.
Yeah.
Does the 14 hit?
No.
Does the 16 hit?
Yes.
And then our 4d6.
Nat 1, Nat 2. Like it. Liking it.
Shit. But before that, we're gonna do this again.
Oh, this is gone because it's done its
And
damage. Never mind.
that's my last fucking curse. God damn it. Our
Finally. Okay, now
I
count back
also
and in.
screwed up my last numbers because it should have been fucking 8. But whatever.
I don't know what just went flying across the screen, but it makes me nervous.
It sucks to suck, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So that's 22 hit points of damage.
22 points. Okay. Recorded.
He's just not gonna die, is he?
Well, no shit. I don't know what you thought was going to happen.
And Nod picked up on what was happening 2 rounds ago.
Yeah. All right, so this fellow's going to...
At least he's not hitting Yolram.
Correct.
Don't say anything.
He
Don't
is
say
no
anything.
longer doing that. I assume... Well,
Both hit.
I'll just look my... Okay, both hit. Great. It's 9 damage and then 12 damage for a total of 21 damage as he swings this tattooed scimitar, and you see a grayish, very deep blue cloud form around it. And doesn't... You feel the slashing and a little bit of... Just a little bit of creeping death. Just for a few seconds, because it's only a total of 2 damage. But
That's kind of hardcore. That sounds like a death metal band. Creeping Death.
that's the name of my Metallica cover band, yeah. Alright. That's going to be it for him. Well, no, it's not. He's going to say, I am here for the woman. Stay out of my way, and I will not slay you.
Well, you know, I've gotten in trouble for getting in the way of men attacking or accosting women unrequited before. Why would I change my streak now?
Okay. Yudi, your turn.
Yeah. 20 feet up to here? Nope. 20 feet up to here.
Right.
Use my action to pick her up,
Okay.
and I will carry her the rest of the way, I guess. And I guess take a measly 5 feet of movement this way because that's half of the remaining
Yep.
motion I have. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
So
Alright.
I will be here, I guess.
Okay. You,
Is that strength check, athletics, or?
go ahead and do a strength check, just for shits and giggles. Oh yeah, you hoofed her up pretty easy. You're actually kind of surprised at yourself.
Dream of the muscle wizard tonight.
Now cast
The
fist.
big buff. I cast punch.
Yes, do it. All right, so Yudi slowly begins moving away with Muriel. Avernica. Vernica's going to. Well, I assume Themis is like. I really wish that you had not attacked him. We could have made our exit with great haste. But perhaps someone could do that again? And she will cast... Oh, she doesn't have much left, actually. She will cast... Oh, I forgot about that. Whoops. She will cast Death Ward on Themis. And then take a few steps off to the side here. Muriel's... Alright, Yolram. The scarred man with the ashen skin has his back to you and is currently talking to Themis and Avernica. What would you like to do about that?
Guess we'll just let's pull a fighter and attack it from behind.
Alright, if that's what you want to do, my man.
Because at this point, he's after Avernica.
Right.
And so there's not really any way that we can get her out of here without him just following right behind us. And so if I attack him, it won't slow him down at all, and that'll just put me in more danger.
Okay.
And I guess that instead of that, let me measure.
Okay. If that's his mindset, then that's what it is. That's what it is.
So I have the ability to move all the way around here, going around everyone. And I still have 5 bit of movement, so can I try and pick Avernica up and run another 5 with her?
Sure. She'll let you pick her up. She won't contest that. Oh yeah, you scoop her up like a manly man. Them strong arms.
Alright, and then
It's kind of hot. It's like you're carrying her over the threshold.
Aww. Right.
Okay.
And so then that means that Avernica moves 10 more feet with me.
Yep, she's there.
Cool.
So, okay, so you and Yudi are now both moving at half speed. So, Themis, you watch as Yolram just sort of scooches in between, which you're doing, and picks up Avernica and starts to spirit her away.
Okay. So, we've established that anything touching me comes into the ethereal plane with me, right?
Oh boy. I believe we said worn or carried objects. I don't believe we established creatures.
I think people are objects.
Well, here's the thing. So
Well-
I have a lot of spells that deal with teleportation, and I actually have an answer, kind of, to this, if Trippy will let me share.
Go ahead and do it while I look up phase step and see what it says. Go ahead.
It's not phase step, it's ethereal step.
Here's the thing. With Dimension Door, it says you can also bring one willing creature of your size or smaller. That's what Dimension Door says, but I don't know if that's the same thing with your thing.
Well, I'm stepping into another plane for basically 6 seconds.
Right, but the main part of that is a willing creature can come with you.
Right, but if they're unconscious, they can't be willing or unwilling.
Ooh, sorry, I thought you were going to try and grab the big scary man, but if you're trying to grab
I'm trying to grab Muriel, because
yeah.
As much as she's trying to kill me, she's a useful asset to have cornered and tied up.
I actually kind of thought she was gonna get into it with this scarred man, but not.
She was dead first.
She was. Yeah, you did too much damage. That's the problem.
Oops. Right. Okay, that is my question. If I pick up Muriel and ethereal step, will she come with me? Because I'm technically wearing her as a strange, out of style, fashion accessory.
Well, Yudi just said that he picked her up. So
You just picked her up?
Yup, that's what I did my last turn.
Shit.
You're not going to be casting that final right if you're carrying Muriel. Oh, you mark a creature within 30. Never mind. Wrong. Blood curse. Never mind.
I'm out of.
Oh, you're not. Well, you just shot him with all your hand crossbows. You're not carrying her and shooting him.
Yeah, but that was last turn.
We haven't gotten to this. Well, Yudi picked him up, and then it became your turn. Yudi
Yes,
picked her up.
I shot him last turn.
Right. Last turn, and then now it's this turn, and we haven't gotten. And now it's your turn, but Yudi picked him up after you went. Yudi picked her up after you went. Your turn. Yudi picked him up. Now it's back to you. You can ask for a handoff if you want. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Right, so
Hand off, jack off.
I'm just gonna look at Yudi and just say, hand her to me and get away from here.
I will drop her like a sack of potatoes.
Oh, jeez.
Onto my shoulder.
Yeah, sure.
Yep, that works.
Because he's taller than you. Sure.
And then I will just wear her like a scarf.
Nice. Okay.
What
so,
is that too sexual?
No,
Yes.
Themis
yes,
just
scarves are
really
so
quickly
sexual.
went hippity hoppity.
And then to scarred, tattooed man's sight, it will look like I just kind of fade from view in this kind of bluish turn. I turn like slight pale cyan blue and just fade from view. Hey,
Okay.
that was a rhyme. And then I'll melt through the wall because this is. So would the wall be difficult terrain, or would all of this be difficult
I
terrain?
don't think any of it's difficult terrain. I don't think it really affects you.
I mean, it says ethereal step here. I'll link it. You can move through creatures and objects as if they were difficult terrain, as well as see and affect creatures
okay,
and
so
objects
then
of the
why are
ethereal
you
plane.
asking me?
Okay, so the wall would be difficult terrain, but what is in this house?
It's a tavern, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. It looks like
Okay.
a tavern to me from what we're looking at, so I'll just say it's a tavern. Sure.
So is this a bar right here?
It's a miner's bar, yeah.
Okay. So I'll move here, and then here, and then I'll just kind of just finish my turn at this stool.
Okay.
You can see it right here.
Okay. So you operate inside of the building. Alright, that is Themis Malorian's turn.
Themis Malorian, at your service.
The scarred man, once again, left alone with the one fellow.
Poor Yudi.
Yeah.
This is why I made the squishy wizard joke spell.
What did the orb give you, out of curiosity?
What orb?
The orb that
The
I
jade.
slotted into your
Oh,
spine.
the stone? Jade.
Yeah.
Yeah, that gave me resistance to bludgeoning and fire.
Resistance to bludgeoning and fire. That's not bad.
Yeah. I'm still gonna fucking die here, though.
Well, yeah, with a crit, yeah, you are.
You haven't taken
That's-
any damage though.
That's
This is
28.
technically the first canonical damage Yudi takes in the series, I think.
Oh, wait, this is 14 plus 8.
And it's a crit.
So 22.
Fuck my life. 22 damage?
22.
And that is more than half my HP.
More than half is better than all.
Yeah, you can try to be so positive about it. You left him to die. I don't know why.
I
you're
told him
trying
to get the
be
fuck
like,
out.
Oh,
Get the
hey,
fucking
silver
teleport.
lining, guys. It's a silver
Once
lining.
again, Stinod, you don't know if I have that teleport prepared. As a wizard, preparation is a massive part of my limitations.
Look, man, you should always have dimension door prepared. Always.
You never know when your teammates are going to abandon you. So,
Yes, kind of like ADC. Kind of like playing ADC. Always be ready to peel yourself.
I don't play ADC anymore.
Yeah, that's exactly why.
I do.
Smarter man than me.
And I play Kaisa, and he plays Tristana. So we're always fucking ready to peel ourselves.
Of course. That's only natural.
Because
Alright.
if I use my ult and he uses his W to go in, then we're kind of screwed, aren't we?
Alright,
Well,
so we'll
I get my
finish
W
this.
back on a kill.
So
I
as soon as
think
you
it's a shield.
So as soon as you kill the undying man, you can have your W back. Yeah, that's fine.
Hey! Cries inside.
So we're gonna finish out this round. So it'll be the scarred man, and then Yudi, and then Avernica, and then we'll call it a night. And then we'll call it there. So, after slashing into you very professionally, very effectively, very painfully. Actually, that's more than half your HP. Yeah, there might be. He's going to.
Just do it.
He's going to notice the insides. And,
Oh shit, he notices?
I can roll a perception if you would prefer.
No, fuck it. Let's say he notices.
Okay.
This will be fun. This will be interesting.
Only because he got a crit, and only because that was more than half of your HP. It's a pretty good.
Yeah, so it would
gouge.
open me up pretty
It's a
big.
good gouge, yeah. So he's gonna notice, and he'll point the blade out to you. Stand down, and I will stop your destruction here. And now it's your turn.
Alright. I will not interfere with what you are trying to do here,
Mhm.
but please understand, I'm worried about the Viking man. He took a pretty bad hit. Let me get him out of here. After all, we do have some more pressing concerns, and I'll point off to the contingent of Dwarven guards or soldiers.
Yeah, they're keeping their distance. I don't know how much I'd rely on them, but okay. Point to them anyways. It's fine. You're talking about the same Yolrum that picked up a grown-ass woman in armor and
Yep.
started running away? Okay.
Yep, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, alright, just making sure. The man is of no... hold on. The man is of no concern to me. Only the woman.
And I will whoop, and place myself next to Yorin.
Okay. Avernica is being carried, and back at the top of the round with
See
Muriel.
Avernica right now? Wait. Can he see Avernica?
Yeah, probably. Well, I'll make a perception check for that one, because she's being carried. She's got like 3/4 cover. Although he did
just run up.
Oh, he did just run up. He probably saw. Well, yeah,
She was heading this way. Yeah.
He watched Yolrum go around him.
I'm more curious to see if
Probably
he has line of sight right now, because I might do something.
He'll have line of sight of you. You can probably body block a little bit if that's what you're trying to do.
Yeah, I'll body block, place my hand on Avernica, and just burn my last second level spell slot.
Okay. Okay.
I'm going to leave Themis here to die.
Right. Okay.
But Avernica's invisible.
Yes, she most definitely is. Okay.
So that means that he can't see her on my shoulder, right? I guess that's what it is.
What is that? What invisible means to you?
I think so.
Okay. All right. So we will call it there for the night. Things are getting intense. People are running out of spells. It seems like a good spot to really make you excited for next
Really
Thursday.
play a game of League.
Yeah.
Nope.